through a lot of word of mouth and a lot of networking and a lot of yeses of excitement, Nancy was able to assemble the four of us together.
Worked really hard this season. We will be the first to admit that, but we all have that experience and skills.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, Saskatoon Auto Connection, Singler Real Estate, Coldwell Banker Signature, Boston Pizza Restaurants of Saskatchewan, SaskTel Max TV, Curl Sask, and Real Cast Media.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the live coverage from Estevan, Saskatchewan of the 2023 Viterra Scotties Provincial Women's Curling Championship. Lovely view there from high above Affinity Place, our home for the next 2 weeks. The Scotties this week, we've got the Tankard next week. My name's Sean Joyce, I'm here with Kim Hudson, Susan Lang, and if you happen to miss the draw this afternoon, we had it on curlsask.ca. Lorraine Schneider picking up an 8-3 win over Madison Kleider in B event action. Only 2 games on this afternoon, the other one also in the B event, and Amber Holland with an exact same 8-3 final over Jessica Mitchell. So Holland and Schneider will move on in the B event. Mitchell and Kleider drop down to the C. And the A event bracket, we've got semifinals going on this evening. The 2 teams, or the 4 teams, I guess, in the semifinals, looking for a spot in that A final tomorrow afternoon. Howard and Anderson playing in one semifinal. It'll be Martin and Silvernagle in the other. There'll be a couple of B games on tap here tonight as well. We're going to turn our attention, feature game between Martin and Silvernagle. And really, if you think about it coming in, and we talked about it a bit this morning, the top 4 seeds, only one of them survived the first round, their first round of games, and that was Nancy Martin. But Robin Silvernagle, had they played together all year long and played enough events, they could well have been a top 4 seeded as well. This could be a strong matchup tonight.
Oh, it definitely is going to be a strong matchup tonight. Martin almost did not survive that game, though, as well, and they are going to have to get off to a much quicker start. They were down 7-0 after 3 ends, and I don't think they're going to be able to do that tonight. So they're going to have to play like they did in the second half of this morning's game.
And so then for Silvernagle, a couple of games already under their belt, playing very well. Does it just start to steamroll for them from here?
I believe so. For a team that's just only had one major competition together, they look like they're in mid-season form. They have come out with 2 very strong and confident appearances in their first 2 games here. They have built some amazing team dynamics in a very short period of time, but we have to remember there are 4 very accomplished individual curlers on this team, and we're going to be watching to see if they can continue this role, but they have just come out of the gates firing.
Well, that'll be our feature matchup. Both A semifinals on tonight. We'll be keeping an eye on the 2 B event games as well. All of the action will be coming up next here on curlsask.ca and SaskTel Max.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Saskatoon Auto Connection, mechanics you can trust.
We know farming isn't an 8-to-5 business. That's why we want to give you the tools to do business anywhere, anytime. With MyViterra, you have a powerful tool at your fingertips to stay connected no matter where you are. Create online contracts, receive customized alerts, view your account information, and access grain prices in real time. Talk to your rep today and find out more about how you can harness the power of MyViterra, keeping you connected in real time. This is MyViterra.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
Just about set to get underway, and teams on the ice. That means it's time for us to take this opportunity to meet the teams in this evening's matchup.
Hi, I am third Lindsay Birch. Our skip is Nancy Martin. Our second is Jennifer Armstrong. Our lead is Kristen Karwacki, and we curl out of the Martinsville Curling Club in Martinsville, Saskatchewan.
Hi, I'm skip Robin Silvernagle. Third is Kelly Schaefer. Second is Sherry Just. Lead is Cara Tevino, and we curl out of the Twin Rivers Curling Club in North Battleford.
The teams have a practice session and draw to the button to determine who's got last rock in the opening end of the play. It's the Martin team winning the draw to the button and getting us started here, Cara Tevino. I think the call was for the center guard. She's got the tight center, and again, we're going to talk about this a lot this week. You saw them sweep. They're trying to position that rock touching the center line so that it can't even be ticked off the center line.
Yeah, new rule in place. A lot of teams haven't had, well, almost all the teams have not had the chance to actually play with it a whole lot this year.
No, it was a rather late decision. The World Body came and decided they were going to use it for Worlds, and then Canada came along and decided, well, if we're going to have to play it in Worlds, we better play it at Nationals, and the provinces followed suit. And then there were a couple of bonspiels that probably used it as well.
14. Nose hit. 10. Stay close here.
With that stone coming into the rings, a chance for Cara Tevino to play the hit here with her second stone, and as she does, it's time for us to talk about the keys to the game. The keys to the game for the Silvernagle team.
Well, to quote Robin from the other night, she says weight management. They're still developing as a team, matching up their weights with the call, so they just keep doing what they're doing. And then team dynamics, keep building on, getting this team in ship shape. As I said, they're brand new, couple kinks, but I really think the big key is Robin's draw weight. She has fabulous draw weight. If she finds it, this team is very dangerous.
And then it finished to where it got to.
Okay.
Both leads getting a chance to play a hit here in the opening end. The keys for the Martin team?
Well, the Martin team just needs to get off to a strong start here. They didn't come out real sharp this morning. Now, having said that, it was their first game on this ice, and I believe they are getting better all the time, catching on. And the second thing is quick. They need to catch on quickly. They can't have the same start they had this morning, and they have to adjust on this quick ice.
Lindsay was there in practice too, so.
Keys to the game brought to you by Saskatoon Auto Connection. Mechanics you can trust. The rollout allowing Sherry Just the chance to try to come around the center guard.
Way close! Top 12, top 8! Hard! Really curling hard. Just tight! Yep. Curl it. Wait, bounce it off? Yep. We're almost to nose. Get there first. Okay.
Okay.
Just straight light.
Just a little light on that one.
3/4 high, Jen!
Enough rocks have played. Looking for the peel. I think you'll see everything gone.
Whoa! Curl! Whoa! Good! Whoa! Roll it! Roll it! Nice. Atta girl. Great shot.
Leaves a corner. Nice shot.
Beauty.
As we said, the Martin team has last rock because of the draw of the button.
Yeah.
Kind of wait.
Kind of wait.
9.5.
It's big, like 9. Like 8.5.
Okay, well, this
Sherry Just is a very effective hitter. She's always been able to throw solid weight very easily. And when we featured the team last night, she also had a really strong, solid game.
Nothing in play now, so a chance for Jennifer Armstrong just to get the draw weight, get a feel for it.
Okay, that's pro side.
So much of that practice session these days is geared towards that draw to the middle so you can get that path down.
There we go. Let's have a free draw.
It's like 14.
You don't necessarily get to play that draw to the corner. Now, granted, that didn't get very far off the center line, but we have seen it already through the opening 3 draws and expect to see it again here tonight, that the speed to the corner is different than the speed to the middle. And this morning, it was quite a bit faster to the corner than it was to the middle. Maybe not so much this afternoon.
No! Needs to curl.
Find it.
Line good.
Whoa! Yeah, don't lose it.
Curling hard now.
Kelly Schaefer with the open attempt here to establish her draw weight.
Sorry, Lindsay. It's not that fast. I just chucked it.
Come on, girl. Okay. Yeah, 14-4.
Okay.
She'll get away with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, Kel. Nice feel.
Yeah.
I think give me a 10.
That's more my kind of
Yeah.
speed of the ice.
I knew it was close right away.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
What was that? Did she say?
It's good. Yep.
Hard. Into it. Here.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Good. Nice
Good
throw.
throw. Really good throw. 9-8.
Nice start there for Lindsay.
10.
It's wide open end, especially in a 10-end game. You often see a first end that's wide open.
Well, there were a couple of rocks up front, but that double peel from Sherry, and then she didn't roller shoot her over for a center guard, cleared everything out of play, and as a result, we'll just play this end through.
Hard.
Expect the teams at this point to just try to exchange hits, and it might be an open
9-8. Good weight.
hit and roll out for the blank attempt. The one thing, in addition, that it does, and we haven't seen anybody yet get tight for time in this game, or in this event, but playing a nice open end like this in the first end, they do get the chance to bank a little bit of time.
Yeah, we're heavy right now. Good.
That's right, because with these two teams, we will expect it to get a little more complicated as this game rolls on.
Yep, we're there.
You start to get some rocks in play, and requires a little bit more thinking, and it takes your thinking time down in a hurry.
Your thinking time goes down when you're thinking.
Yeah, not a lot of thinking necessary here. It's hit the open rock.
Yeah.
This will be fresh. Yeah. So I'll stay close. Okay. Yeah, I think it'll be fresh. Yeah, just like mine did.
Earlier today, I think it's just like nice
Yeah.
and like even guys the stuff from John's
Right at her.
like what? Like, I think we were taking like
9-5.
Clean. Pick up. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, hard. Yep. 9-5. Yep. Yep.
Coming down.
Okay, good.
I got a 10 on it.
Makes the hit, rolls about a rock's width into the 8-foot.
You can roll to the wing a little if you have a chance. Ooh, it's wet out there.
Yeah.
No.
Good. Good weight.
Just a 10 here.
Yep. You got it.
Oh, your way a little crisper if we can, but not a big deal. Yeah, I think so. That's some good
No,
wing
it
there.
cuddled up nice. I think those weights will get a bit of movement. Yeah.
We heard Kelly just back there talking about, which weights are moving.
Yep.
And that's what we have seen about this ice is you have to be matching the weight with the broom because it will curl if you bring the weight down, and it will stay straight if you bring it up.
Good. Nice, Joe. Really good. 9.
I was thinking in more general terms as we heard Kelly talking with a lot of these players with 8 mics out there, and unless you're actually camera focused right on them, you can't necessarily tell who's talking. We know when it's Kelly.
Yes.
You've got like 9, 6, 10.
Yeah, love her accent.
Straight up.
Yeah, 3-time Olympian. Fun to watch, fun to listen to.
So Robin Silvernagle with her final stone here in the first end of play.
10. Clean, yep.
Looking to hit and stick around somewhere, force Nancy Martin to make the rollout for the blank.
Yep. Yep. Okay,
Going to
good.
get the roll back towards the center line and make that rollout as long as she possibly can.
Good, nice weight.
Always
Cuddled quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. Nancy got it. Yeah. You saw mine here.
Yeah.
10.
I had 10 on both of those. Yeah. They looked faster, but they were just 10. Yeah.
Well, we know Nancy can throw the peel weight as well as anyone as well. Played third for Sherry Anderson for all those years.
Yep.
I think she thought she turned it in just a little bit when she put the extension on.
Yeah,
Got
called
a lot
it
of
quickly out of her
rotation, though.
hand.
Okay.
Going to hit it fairly solid, and even with that rotation, not able to roll out of play. So it will be a single point in the opening end, not necessarily a point she wanted, but a point she's going to have to take. Nancy Martin will take a 1-0 lead into the second end, and Robin Silvernagle will have last rock when we come back.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel, because we're everywhere, keeping you connected to your family and friends, to your history and culture, to those traditions that make us who we are. SaskTel cares, always has, always will, because we're dedicated to our home.
We know farming isn't an 8-to-5 business. That's why we want to give you the tools to do business anywhere, anytime. With My Viterra, you have a powerful tool at your fingertips to stay connected no matter where you are. Create online contracts, receive customized alerts, view your account information, and access grain prices in real time. Talk to your rep today and find out more about how you can harness the power of My Viterra, keeping you connected in real time. This is My Viterra.
Well, a mostly open first end, but Nancy Martin unable to roll out with her last one, takes the single. She does get the lead with that, but Robin Silvernagle will have last rock here in the second.
Back 8.
Looking to bring this first stone into the rings.
Captain! Just here. Don't want to for weight. Okay, right here. Right here. Right here. We're over curling. We got to stay close to the button. Okay, good. Okay, 13.
Nicely done by Kristen Karwacki. From Manitoba. Each team is allowed to have one person from a different province on their team. And
Maybe because we didn't touch it.
Kristen, long-term curler out of Winnipeg, very successful career.
Yep.
10
Hard.
Sit down. Really hard.
Hard, Kelly.
Yeah, Kristen was the alternate for Carrie Anderson at the 2021 Scotties.
Light too.
Oh, and
Just tight.
Mistake there from Estevan. I think she thought she was a little inside. They were on it right away.
Now when it's curling more that I dump one.
She said it was just late.
I just threw it like shit.
Well, actually, first saw Kristen at the 2011 Junior Canadian Nationals. She was Team Manitoba there, and they got all the way to the semifinals that year.
No, we got, line's good. Line's good.
We're three.
Clean. Yep, go Linz, yep. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just tight, just tight.
Whoa.
Beauty. Nice.
Really good.
Great spot. Nice throw.
Nicely done.
Top 8.
Got everything she could out of that one. A nice tight guard. Kept it in the no tick zone as well. So.
Yeah.
But again, it shows the importance of her first rock being top house, like in front of the tee line, that then they had a very good, valuable rock to guard instead of being back behind the tee line.
Top 12. Coming down hard.
Easy, you can't bounce it off.
15-5. Hard on her.
Just a little short there.
Okay.
Full button, Jen.
Short on a come around at the center when you've got last rock.
Yes,
Leaves an extra center guard that you really didn't want.
I don't think I was quite out there either. It was ugly.
Three.
Sorry,
then.
Yep.
Clean this baby up.
Line's perfect.
Line's perfect.
No, I just kind of threw it like crap.
Straight.
Yep, straight.
Oh, yep. Got to get it past that center line one. Ooh, just ticked.
All right. Let's run these.
14-7.
3/4.
Okay. So share, straight up.
Well, wasting no time on this call, Robin, sensing this impending doom unless a couple of these rocks are cleared out of here.
Yeah, 5 rocks have been thrown, so now they can start peeling and making a path.
Okay, just guard. Okay.
Would have liked to hit it that much on the other side of center. Might have moved 2 or maybe even more. It could have come back into the rings.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Sherry, not completely happy with that shot. She was looking to hit a couple of rocks, but as Kelly pointed out, there's a corner guard there. You just never know when that might come in handy later this end.
Kristen. Nope, line's good.
How's the curl?
Line's good.
Yeah, so we're just going to need a bit more on hips and stuff as well.
Whoa, easy, it's overbending.
Whoa. It's good.
Well, putting some early pressure on the Silvernagle team.
Yeah. So they're saying playing that same peel, hoping to hit it on the high side, the outside. Sends that next one back into the pile in the house and could get quite a few moving here.
There's really not much she could do to take that angle away either. She had to protect the stone in the edge of the forefoot, so she couldn't line up the guards.
Close. Oof.
Oh, just over the top of the second guard.
That was like a better throw. Yeah.
Even if she just moves that for now.
Come on, Sherry. Try to be a hair higher. Just
Again, it shows the high expectations that you have to have on every shot. You know, most of us are pretty happy we got rid of one rock, but that was certainly a situation whereby 2 rocks were very accessible, and you might not always get that chance.
Yeah. Did what you'd probably expected it to do.
Yeah.
Good.
Little bit, Jen. Whoa. Where?
Here. 3.
Whoa, then. Whoa.
3.
No.
Just halfway.
Whoa.
Sliding a bit. Sliding.
Just here.
Halfway.
Whoa. Okay, whoa. Whoa.
Beauty.
Always has to leave that little bit of angle just because she's got to protect the other red stone. Now there's more separation between those two, though. That still makes this
Just about
angle
like
tougher.
enough to angle it that way.
Yeah, you can probably catch them.
Yeah. Nail it.
Kelly from the Hacks feeling like she's got enough of that tight guard to make a play on it directly. It's a little closer to the ones in the rings. You'd like to get something moved off that 4-foot path right now.
Going out. Oh.
Drives it by the two in the rings.
And it just goes to show, you know, how precise you have to be with those shots. You only miss that by, you know, centimeter on where she needed to be on that rock.
Okay. Looked like it just went out the whole way.
So looking to replace that guard.
3-4. We're in.
Let it work then. Yeah, Lynn, Kristen, hold the line.
Tucked in.
You gotta hold the line.
We're in.
I know, but you gotta hold the line. Okay, whoa.
Make that double and roll, hey? Okay.
Yeah.
Good try.
Okay.
Should be able to get the double and the roll.
Yep.
Yeah, just make sure we stick around.
Line was a little tighter all the way down than they would have liked. They did get it buried, so even if the double is made here, the force is still in play.
Yeah, they can make this double and roll behind the yellow and be shot.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard, bring it back. Hold it, go. Okay, that's fine.
Makes the hit, actually gets a little bit of an inside roll, and I'm not so sure that didn't work out pretty well for them. You can't really, if you're Nancy Martin, make a play on that Yellowstone.
Yeah, no, I think they're just going to guard. And
But again, that's 4 straight shots that they've looked to hit 2 rocks at a time and haven't done any of them.
They have yet to hit anything quite exactly where they wanted it this end. They've just been, all 6 shots, been just that little bit off.
And so Nancy's team's, other than Lindsay's last one, so this was the biggest chance the Silvernagle team had to turn this end around, and that one didn't quite turn out. Nancy, another chance to set up a potential steal with a good guard here.
2.
Probably needs to leave this guard a little bit higher because
Just a 2.
Robin Silvernagle has nothing to lose by running this one straight back. Then if she can catch half that yellow, drive it into shot rock, could set up a deuce yet.
Yeah. Hard, Jen! You gotta go, Jen! Hard! Hard!
Sweeping for a little bit of curl. She doesn't want to leave a port through to that Yellowstone.
I don't know if the hole's big enough for that.
Nice one. Good. Good. You ever play that angle now?
That's what I was thinking, actually.
Yeah, we can draw. That's a good point.
We can always see that for
That
later.
was draw the button. It's good.
Did you get a time on that?
well, looking to come around it all. I guess bite the button, full 4, and they can be shot rock.
Yeah. Full 4 button. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Yep. Okay. Bet right at her.
Well, we know Robin makes a lot of these.
Lots of room right now.
T-line! Wait's really good! Jerry, don't lose it.
Line's good. Line's good. It's all you.
Wait's
All you right on the button. Close.
Wait's really close.
Looks like lots right now.
Room by the guards, but she still has to pass by
Yep.
Stone at the top of the 8-foot.
Good. Good shot.
Great shot.
Nicely done.
Probably throwing back long. Grease tap.
It's a long guard, though.
Yeah, she might have left just a sliver.
Okay.
I don't know if there is a sliver. I'm just thinking it's a long guard and it'll curl once it gets past that guard.
Yeah. I mean, it curled in nicely. Like, if it catches the curl anytime sooner, like, we're almost can't get today.
Tell you what, though, kind of nice here if Nancy Martin could stick around, because you heard, and I think it was the front end talking about it, the team looking already at that angle run-in.
Yeah, love it.
The yellow-red in the house is angled nicely, so if they run that corner guard in, there's not a lot of risk. I mean, I guess it's possible you could pick that one out of there and roll out, but it'd be hard to do. And boy, if you ever hit it dead nut jammed it, you're looking at a deuce still.
Yep.
Nancy Martin can eliminate that possibility if she can hold her shooter somewhere on the edge of the 8-foot.
Yeah, big shot here for Nancy. They've controlled this whole end, and it would be a good momentum boost if Nancy can come around and just give this a little tap.
They're looking for curl early now. Once she's by the guard, really moving as it comes into the house. She gets to the nose on that.
With hack weight.
Yeah, I think so.
Let it go. Great.
Yeah, I mean, the other option is...
Well, Robin following her down now would give her one.
Yeah.
If she played the same shot. So looking at playing the draw.
He's going, no curl, no curl.
Same draw the other side.
Okay.
Because, I mean, that's actually a good weight.
What do you think, Kay? Same. Plus it's going to go on.
Needs to bite a corner of the button.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think that's a little close to her own.
Those top two red are so close together, it's going to be hard to get just one red. It's either going to be
that's right.
one yellow or two red.
That's right. But you can't tell yourself that in the hack. It's just aim for that little spot in the 4-foot and put that yellow rock there.
Tight for line. Yellow line. Tight for line. Yellow line. Hard for line.
Has to get by the stone at the top of the 12-foot, not going to. They back away now.
Yeah, two.
Weight might have been close if they had the line to hold it out there, but it comes up short, over curls. It's a steal of 2 for Nancy Martin. She jumps out to an early 3-0 lead over Robin Silvernagle in this A semifinal. Winner moves on to the A final, looking for that first playoff spot tomorrow afternoon.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. I started our service center in 2018 because it's hard to find an auto service shop you can trust. At Auto Connection, our core values are honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're happy to text you photos or videos of your car's problems to help you make better, more educated decisions. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
And he's always playing with the toys. The team was going to play the brown team. Dance with my feet, not like running with my... Found this other person and like it was like, painting is my thing and I like getting messy a lot.
Sharing quality time with kids is important. It's why Boston Pizza Foundation Future Prospects helps kids in communities across Canada have time with positive role models. Because every kid deserves a bright future.
With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be a part of your community. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sasktel.com/sponsorships.
Well, with the steal of 2, Nancy Martin now with a 3-0 lead, and looks like we might have had a little bit of an issue with the clock. I didn't happen to see it, but did it fall? Well, it looks like they're trying to put it back together. I didn't see it happen, but quickly trying to get everything up and running. Now, there is a master control, so the fact that it's not running at ice level, I do think they have control of it on the computer.
T-line, top 4. Looks like it's sliding.
So when they do get it up and running, it should still be accurate. It's not like they're losing time just because the screen isn't working.
Yeah.
Well, for that minor mistake that Nancy made in the first end by not getting the blank and in nosing for the single point, they certainly made up for it with a big rebound, right? That beautiful steal of 2. They were all over the Silvernagle team that end and rebounded nicely for that 3-0 lead after 2.
they're definitely having an issue with that
Nice one, Kristen.
the monitor for the clock. Again, there, I believe and maybe one of you girls has done the timekeeping. I've done it a couple of times, but I think the computer actually has the master control.
Okay, good.
I would imagine as long as it's down, the officials will kind of have to keep the teams abreast of how much time they've got, because they're not going to be able to see it until they get it up and running. Although it looks like they're close now.
Yeah, and the fact that we're just in the third end and it's been quick, it's probably not a major issue.
They had such a quick first end, yeah.
Well, another thing too, it's the timer. You write down the time manually after every end. So worst case, they'll know where they were after 2 ends, because it would have been written down before the clock fell down or whatever happened to it.
And quite frankly, the officials will give the benefit of the doubt to the curler. If there is an issue, I don't think they will make an issue of it.
Really gotta go, Jen. Really
Might be in.
Whoa, Jen. Yeah, you're in anyway. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But I'm sure if we talk to head official Kevin Glessing, this might be the first time he's dealt with something like this. There's always something new that happens unexpectedly.
Trailing by 3 now. Robin Silvernagle watches those first 2 stones from the Martin team come in. She called for the corner guard, now calling for the come around. Going to ignore the red stones in the middle.
Top 12. Top 8. Back house.
Well, I think this is the most the Silvernagle team has been down in 2 games, so see how they rebound.
Back 12. It's coming.
I mean, it's not a major deficit right about now, but it's the first time they've been chasing a little bit.
Of course, for the Nancy Martin team, their game this morning, they were down 7-0 after 3. I happened to catch their coach, Jerry Adam, at lunchtime and said to him, I thought that was an interesting coaching decision to play that kind of a game plan. It looks like they've come up with a different game plan here tonight.
Jerry will probably start getting worried if they go up 7-0. He goes, now what do we do?
Well, really, after that first 3 ends where they struggled, obviously, this morning, they have been firing on all cylinders since then. They came back to win that game, and they're certainly playing well. Today it was just one minor miscue. Otherwise, they had a blank set up in the first.
Right. The rule.
There we go.
Where was that?
So I think they were halfway to putting that rock back in the corner, and then somebody realized, oh, that's just the 5th rock.
Yeah.
Free guard zone violation. So the stone goes back, and the shooter removed from play. No choice on the free guard zone. We haven't seen a no-tick zone yet, but it is.
It wasn't a good throw.
The non-offending team has the choice in the no-tick zone. You don't necessarily. It's not mandatory in the free guard zone. Those violations are mandatory. You don't get a choice. That rock has to come off.
We're back.
And all affected stones go back to where they were.
Can we bump the red? No, we're going all the way back. Okay.
Little Strong comes down, nudges off her own stone.
Okay.
Leaves a double.
And you can see how little ice they need to take if you keep that weight up. So Nancy's called for firm weight. They've got some room through that port.
Firm. Yep. Gotta go.
Yep. Hard. You got it. Hard. You got it.
Hard. 15 to the just roll it that way if you can, Kristen. Go.
Okay.
Makes the hit. They were looking for the double. It's fairly close to the nose, maybe rolls a couple of inches.
Yeah, they would have settled with the hit and roll right on top of it too. It's just as good as the double there, but didn't quite, just over curled by half an inch.
Quick decision here from Robin. She's going to go after that rock. I thought she might actually go after the one on the top of the button and try to roll in front of this one.
Because it makes it a little trickier to remove that top red rock now.
Yeah, she didn't indicate. The indication was they were trying to roll away from the center line, not underneath that rock. And it's interesting in that now it's hard to say who's shot rock. But even if you are shot, if you're Silvernagle, how are you getting 2?
Yeah, the rings are very small.
stay with this way. It's 15 to the wings.
Nancy Martin thinking the same thing, so she's just going to guard that. She knows that Silvernagle's got a little bit of work to do to make some room in the house.
You can hold that line.
You'd hate to go after that yellow at the back of the button, over curl just a bit, rub your own stone and kind of make a shot for her.
Top 8. Yeah, you gotta go, Kristen. So you go like that one, maybe? We're top 8. See, whoa, 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 whoa. It's really sliding. Okay.
Quite a lot deeper than where they were wanting that.
Yeah.
14-6. Yeah, just tight.
It's twice now Lindsay's been into the house with her guard. They got away with it the first time, but
I think you got to bump the
can't do that too often.
And roll away.
Still pretty hard for her to play the port, get directly at shot rock without losing her own at the back of the button.
Just off,
She could try the double on the red that was just thrown onto the one at the top of the button.
And roll behind the corner.
It's a little, again, a little risky because if you miss the one at the top of the button, you're jamming it right on your own at the back of the button. But there is a potential for a really good result here. You could double the reds, happen to miss all the yellows at the back, and like you said, Kim, roll behind the corner. You could be sitting 3 with 2 of them probably buried, or at least partially buried.
Yeah, hard. Hard. Little hot! Spit up! 9-8! Yep, yep. Yep.
The off and on sweep call usually means you're close.
Another girl. Okay.
Well, it might have meant they went to plan B, actually.
Yeah. That one red on the top of the button is maybe getting a little lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go this way.
And the shooter where it ended up is still in a position where it could be promoted onto that red stone too. So we're now getting to the point where Nancy Martin doesn't want to just keep leaving these yellows around.
Yeah.
You thinking at all, if you're Nancy Martin, about maybe trying to clip the one at the back 8 foot as well and get 2 of them out of there, or does that roll your shooter too far? I don't think they've got a chance to worry about that now. This really curling on them. She actually touches the one at the back button.
Yeah.
Not able to get it out of play, but moves it out of the button area. It is Martin sitting 1 at the top button. Second and third belong to Silvernagle. The 2 stones biting back 8 at either side of the house.
Yep. Okay.
But double opportunities here to get that stone off the button.
Double opportunities, but those yellows in the back might be in the way for some of them.
I think that was why they chose the outside red one, feeling they've got the best chance of getting the reds to clear the yellows.
Middle double. Hard! Yep. We're jamming.
An over curl there, and instead of getting the double on the reds, they jam it onto their own yellow, and now Martin sits 2.
Yeah. I don't think we worry about this hole.
And trying to guard another one.
You can touch it, it's great, but the miss is here.
Well, looks like they got their clock back working.
No, I've seen that middle double. I might like that. It's not super aggressive here like you saw over there.
Yeah.
So Nancy's just going to throw the guard the one on the button.
Same speed as it's been. Yeah. You know what will come in there, so right out to her. I can finish it off. I'd like to get almost to the line, but not quite.
You're not quite yet. I like it.
It'll curl up here.
I was wondering, does she ever want to just get a sliver across the line? Because
like 16.
So there's no double.
No, it's not even the double. I'm looking at it. If you nose hit the one in the 12 foot, do all 3 reds go? It's close.
I didn't see the third. I was looking at the double.
That's why I'm thinking you may want to cover a sliver of that one in the 12 foot. Like it's a nose hit's close to a triple.
We're in top 8.
Quarter under then. We're top 8. Yes.
Top 4.
Yes. Top 4 under then. Hard.
Top 4.
Hard.
Not going to get by her own stone.
Roll it here.
Okay.
That works.
That works.
Oh, that actually changes it in enough.
Yeah, changes the angles, doesn't leave any kind of a triple.
No.
Robin will probably have to try the straight back double, but that'll still leave Martin sitting 1 for now.
Sitting 1.
Yeah. I think this spot is just a bit nicer.
That double give us some room for now, hey?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So I think this spot's just
Yep.
It's funny though, because like intern calls a lot too. Like, 'cause I remember Lindsay's dog
No,
to like
I like
that corner. Remember how far it was?
No, I don't.
Okay.
She knows.
Yeah. And saying
So
like,
yeah,
long
playing the
didn't
straight
throw it.
back
I think
double.
If I threw it nice, we could have still maybe given it
Yeah, I
a
held
little
nice.
ice with them, but I still didn't throw it nice. So
Yeah.
it's hard to
I thought it
tell.
was just. Yeah.
A little less. No, we need.
Yeah, we gotta hit about
Just on the inside. Like 7, 8.
yeah, it'll be close to the triple.
So. Yep. Yeah. Whoa.
So Robin Silvernagle with her first, looking for a double as much as anything just to make room for her last stone. Makes the
Yeah,
hit, but
so that-
dead jams it.
So she has a shot on her last one.
Try, Rob. Okay. Well, here, no. She can't really get to where she needs to here. Probably only has that.
Much less. Like that straightened up because it was inside.
You guys like here?
Played that good.
Maybe like a hair.
Well, yeah. You want to leave her this?
I think we like half the yellow and half on the red. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a good spot. Just because you never know if there's a hole there. I mean,
Actually,
it's a
it
tough
could be
hole.
2/3 on this yellow, and that'll take away this hole.
I'd rather guard the run.
Right here, right?
Like,
But like if we have
hair
half
on
Give me
that
3/4.
side.
3/4.
yeah, we need
Think
it.
so?
No, mine out there didn't.
You like that?
It will. It will. I think. I think
To
that
the
was the sense.
center.
But like we want to be this much off center, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not easy the way it's curling.
No, I
either,
like
but-
like this. Yeah.
Okay,
I like
so
this ice.
try to be just a 2. Just want to be 2/3 in front of the yellow and 1/4 in front of the red is ideal.
Okay. 16.
Okay.
You're doing the math real quick, see if that works. 2/3 in front of the yellow and 1/4 in front of the red. I feel like the fractions don't add up there.
Where's the other part of the rock going?
Yeah, 6 12s, 4 12s.
Tight. It's really coming off. Just tight.
3.
Just tight. Yeah.
I don't want to
We're
go.
pretty tight. And she leaves us an angle here.
Yeah, I think you have to. I think
Girl
you have
past
to.
the. Okay.
Did left that hole, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of still there. It just had to curl up to the E on Sastel, I think is what they're looking for.
It's not that
Not a
it's a big
super big
hole, but
hole.
it's a hole, I think.
There, right? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Double there.
If there was a hole there, there's still a hole there.
I think she's going for
For one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I meant the slash over for 2.
Oh.
It might go around.
Yeah, I think it'll finish for you.
Yeah.
You got it straight up. Yeah, for
They didn't have to take Nancy's a whole lot farther to take away that hole, but
No, I think they were more concerned about that yellow run that they wanted to protect and just didn't quite finish the shot as much as they could have.
Yep.
Still a difficult shot here for Robin Silvernagle with her final stone in the third, trailing by 3 already.
Hard here.
Facing 2, needs to negotiate a very skinny port. Doesn't get by the red, clips the second one, and actually
And look at
jams
this.
it on a stone at the back. So it's going to be a steal of 3. Nancy Martin, the scores of 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, has jumped out to a 6-0 lead here in this A semi-final. Robin Silvernagle struggling a bit in the early going, but she'll still have last rock when we come back for the fourth.
With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be a part of your community. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
January at Boston Pizza, every day is Pasta Tuesday. That means BP's famous pastas start at just $10.99 every single day. Create your own or go gourmet for just a few bucks more. Come on in for Pasta Tuesday pricing any day. Only this January at Boston Pizza.
Well, Nancy Martin's team, aside from one minor miscue in the first end where she failed to roll out for the blank, has been firing on all cylinders. They've got a 6-0 lead now, but you have to assume that they've talked about it really quickly, and you can't just rest on your laurels. They saw this from the other side this morning. They were down 7-0 after 3 ends of play, and they came back to win 11-9. So they know it's really tough to play defense for 7 ends.
Yeah, 10 ends is a long game when you have such a lead at the start.
And the Silvernagle team hasn't missed by much on their hits. It's just been a little 1/4 inch here, 1/2 inch there, and not getting the results that we've seen them in the other 2 games. Just while they're setting this end up, we did see the ads there for the 50-50 draw here in Estevan. Proceeds do go to the youth curling here at the Estevan Curling Club. So, Saskatchewan folks, if you have not yet bought your tickets, they are available online at curlsask.ca. There's a great big button there for you to press. Last I looked, there was $3,260. Half goes to the winner. That's already way more money than what we had in last night. So let's keep this going and give the folks here at the Estevan Curling Club a helping hand with our 50-50 draw.
First stone brought into the rings here in this 4th end, then the corner guard thrown up. You'll see the Martin team bring another one into the middle now.
Well, and I was going to say, even after that slight miscue by you said of Nancy, where she was taking her 1 in the first end, Kristen has made everything since then. She's put them top 4, top button, everywhere exactly where they needed to be to set up these ends, and did again at the first shot this end.
It's a wonderful game when your lead is just on fire. It just sets such a different tone.
Comes down into the top of the 8 foot again. Taps her own stone just a couple of inches.
Yep, I like this.
Nice weight.
Thanks, Judge.
Brendan, take a look.
Running on this line, but we still need to go.
Curling now.
Yep, keep going.
I think you really got to go.
Probably so tight.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, just drop him. Okay.
Just tight, Jen. Okay.
Well, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. It's long.
It's one of those ones where, had you played both your corner guards to the same side, at the long and short that you've got, you'd be in a good setup. That corner guard, really with the amount of finish that we've seen on stones all across the 4 sheets, not really guarding much by itself.
2.5. Keep going, Liz. 2.5. Yep. Keep going. Line's good. 2.5. Hard. Hard. Just hard. Good. Really good. Okay.
Nancy Martin looking for one more on the center, this time a guard. You put the 3 rocks in the middle knowing that Robin Silvernagle is going to have to deal with them at some point in time.
Okay.
Like now.
She's going to start trying now, yep. The scoreboard says it hasn't worked for her real good so far in this game. It is tough. You start to get down. You do have to ignore a few of those rocks early in the end, and then you count on making some of the doubles. And as Susan said, so far this game, they've been just that fraction of an inch off making contact with the second stone.
Well, and then even to add the difficulty, any freezes and taps have to be super precise, because when Nancy is such a good hitting team, if you're only corner frozen on a rock, they can get rid of you very easily. So the precision and exact shot making now really has to step up for Robin. But again, it's just get your 2, just try to get on this scoreboard, change the momentum.
I don't think go this way per se, though.
Sideways.
Go tight.
Nancy Martin looking at the scoreboard thinking, I'd like to hit something, but
I think I should hit something.
But everything in the middle looks so good, and hitting something could make it worse.
Yeah, we weren't on it straight.
And you know what? One more center guard and you have a wall across it off. Which ones do you hit right now? But you're right. Scoreboard says you should probably hit something.
A little further out.
But it's only the fourth end of a 10-end game. Like that's the part you wrestle with.
It's been going hard because of the cuddle.
Yeah. Hard, Kristen. Hard, Kristen. You got it. Hard. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Gonna come off that a little. Gets the job done.
Creative guarding.
Okay.
She does want them tight too.
More weight.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
couple
Harry
of
took
feet.
a weight, right? It took a longer time. Good sweep. Yeah.
Well, like we said, Robin likes all those rocks out front.
Yeah, Robin needs rocks in front of it,
Yeah.
but you know, you get what Nancy Martin's thinking. She wanted to hit something, but of course, you put one more guard up, and again, it's more rocks that Robin still has to deal with. Until she makes something to deal with those rocks in the middle, you can keep putting some pressure on by putting another one up. And they're not getting by the guard again.
Yeah. Not helping out their own cause much.
Boy, it would have helped a lot if they could have spun that into the rings, but it's going to stay out in front as well.
Guarding does not seem like the play, but you have to. I think so.
It doesn't, but it does.
Yep. Split center, you kind of have to at this point. Yeah. Unless we ever hit the one that's in the rings. That's not in
Some of why it becomes a good spot to guard is Robin doesn't even have, like, her rocks aren't in a good spot to run in. She's got no run backs.
Yeah.
She's got no good path to those two, and if you could throw a guard,
yeah, and it's
she's
not
still
like
got
they're
to create
any,
a path.
and it's not like there are any little sneaky third and fourth shots hanging around anywhere
Not yet.
either.
That's where it would have been nice if they could have at least spun that one into the rings off the rub.
Weight's good. 3. Tight. Pretty tight. Clean. 4. Yeah, Jen. Pretty tight. Clean. Yup. Yeah, line. Halfway. Whoa. 2.5. Whoa. 2.5. Whoa. Whoa. You gotta leave it. Whoa.
It's okay if we are splitting.
Whoa.
Great shot. Perfect
We're
spot.
on a double here.
Yeah, now we have to. And you just have to blast that. Yep. Atta girl, Lindsay.
Really good throw.
So here it is, just because the amount of pressure there is in the middle right now. Nancy Martin doesn't want to throw any guards. While on the other side of that, Robin Silvernagle doesn't really want to be hitting rocks. She's got no choice here. She's running out of a ways in.
Yep, really close. Yep, hard.
Makes the hit, drives it back, and
big shot.
There we go.
Now she's got some room. Clears out the two reds in the rings. Rolls the raised stone out as well.
Yep. You're here, it's okay.
Hey.
Does leave a port.
Great shot.
Nancy Martin, the best attempt to come around, though, is coming around a bunch of Silvernagle stones.
That's close. Yeah, you got it.
That probably wouldn't be your first choice, but again, they're all overlapped. If you make a good draw, there's really nothing to run back either.
Top 4. Weight's nice. T-line, top 1. Line only. T-line. Whoa. Back 4. Top 4. Coming off. Kristen, coming off. You gotta go. We're still in the front. You gotta go. Hard.
Got to get by that first.
Hard.
They do.
Whoa.
They switched the sweep for the curl, and then
curled hard.
Almost took it a bit too deep. They realized they got to stop sweep, and they needed to stop in front of the tee line. It does stop just in time.
No, you're good. 14-9. Good work.
Probably deep enough, though, with the amount of finish there is on this ice, that Kelly Schaefer could get to it, maybe tap it behind the tee line, sit-shot rock. While they set up for that, we've got our first update here this evening, and we're going to get the update and watch them call timeout.
Well, you have lots of time to set it up then, Sean.
Sherry Anderson, Ashley Howard tied up as they play in the fourth. It is Sherry Anderson with last rock, and she's facing at least 2, it's hard to say, of the rocks around the edge of the 8-foot. Who's got third shot?
And then the next problem for Sherry Anderson is not just how many are you facing, is what do you have here?
Just gotta take a bit less ice because we're going just that way.
It almost looks like she's looking at just playing the short yellow onto the red and giving up one at the back of the forefoot. That might be all she's got.
Yeah, this side's cracked. Just a 1.5 here.
Yeah.
Well, another miscue for the Silvernagle team, just ends up plugging the hole now.
16.5 is like halfway.
So Nancy Martin will look, I think the call here was to throw a longer center guard. That's the only shot that Robin's got right now, is the run back on the center line guard. So she's trying to take that away.
No, not so much. Yeah. Somewhere in between. No. You got it. That's okay.
Yes, you know, you're having a good day at the shop when you're a skip, when you're able to throw guards and you're not guarding for your life, like you're guarding to prevent the opposition from doing anything. So everything rolling Nancy's way right about now.
Just gotta go for it.
Making the sweepers work hard. This is going to be close to getting over this hog line, because we know it grinds in a little bit right here, and it did.
Looking to throw it as a 1, and she got about a 0.5, so that rock's going to come off.
Needed a few more inches there.
I think so.
Oh wow, I never thought that wasn't over.
Yeah, what's that?
So if you're Robin Silvernagle, hip hip hooray, I've got a 10-foot run back that I have to stick, and I might get a chance for 2 if I can make it. Sherry Anderson is settled into the hacks now.
Yeah, I love it. Stick that baby in there.
Stand corrected from the graphics. This is not last rock. I see a red one in the corner yet. Sherry Anderson's last rock, and she tried to chip her in. I think she was trying to catch the red one on the way by and maybe spin it into the forefoot, but chips her own out. And now it really matters who's got third around the outside. This could be a shot for 4 or 5.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay.
Looking for the run, needed to hit it that much on the other side. Now her shooter has rolled underneath. She doesn't even have a run back for the next shot.
Well, and I'm thinking that Nancy could come right in through that hole and sit 3 and
Are we guarding or drawing around?
or stop in that hole.
Even if you just plug the hole, yeah.
Any of it.
I was just
It's going to make things pretty difficult.
Yeah, hard to even, like she's sitting 2 right now, and I don't even know how Robin would beat out the one in the 12-foot right now.
Like it tighter, like a 3.
Yeah, we can 2.5, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywhere in front of that hole, really. Just a hair more.
Yeah, anywhere in front of the hole.
That. Hair more, Linz.
Yeah, we did, but I thought it was rolling way more.
So for the Howard team, it's Carrie Ann McTaggart with the final stone. Coming onto the 2 reds at the top, I can't tell whether she's got to move one or both of them. It would be for 4. I think the fact that they're playing at them means that the yellow at the back is either 3rd or 4th.
Okay, what do we
Boy, and it's just dead light
Oh,
and
it's got to sit. It's got to sit.
Yeah, she's
over curls onto the guard. That was a glorious opportunity for a huge end. She still gets 2. And that will give Howard the 5-3 lead there.
It's a good spot.
But it could have been 4.
Well, and back to our sheet. What exactly is Robin playing?
Good call, bud. Sorry, just you just smidge this guard. It's there, I think. This to curl up at all. You just get by the tight red. It's there, I think. Is curling up, so yeah. I could be fuller.
Kara's talking about if she gets just by the guard that was just thrown, with draw weight, she could come through the port, try to get to the button.
Yeah, through right where she is. Oops. Right through here. Whoops.
Just with the ice, I don't know if it is there. More just because you've got to really throw it.
I'll tell you what, the only what I'm seeing is the wide yellow corner guard onto the red and the 12-foot.
This one
and
onto this one
for the blank.
The easiest one, like those angles aren't great for a
To
double.
this one.
Even if you hold them to 1, but it's all I see.
Well, the only thing that Kara was saying is that possibly a draw through there, but that would just hold him to one because that would over curl.
Don't think if you're curling through that port, I don't think you're getting by the one
You're
at the
not,
corner of the button. Unless you can
right.
spin off of it and maybe get to the top of the button that way. It's super tough, and if you don't make the port, you're giving up 2.
I don't know if 2 or 1 at this point.
To play a bit of running at it to...
You might have to sweep it and then
I'm just thinking, like, because Kelly's stayed there.
Yeah, but you were
So they are looking at coming through that port.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a 14-2 probably? Yeah, 14-5 I think will be close. Yeah, I do. In this pass, yeah. Let's nail it. Oh, I think you're okay. Back 8!
Line's good!
Back 8!
Back 4, back 8! Back 8! Yeah, Kara!
Nothing out of the brushes so far. Now starting to curl towards that center guard. Got to get by the long one.
Whoa.
Now they need it to curl by the second one.
You for weight. Yeah,
Now they need it for weight.
Go! Hard, go!
What a shot.
Robin Silvernagle has found a way to get a sliver of the button and pick up a single point here in the 4th end of play. She's on the board. An outstanding shot just to get into a spot where you're down by 5. It'll be Nancy Martin with a 6-1 lead and last rock when we come back for the 5th.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. I started our service center in 2018 because it's hard to find an auto service shop you can trust. At Auto Connection, our core values are honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're happy to text you photos or videos of your car's problems to help you make better, more educated decisions. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
As we come back from the break, one more look at this outstanding draw by Robin Silvernagle. They had to go a little bit to get it by the top one, then they had to wait for it to get by the second one. And the brushers picking it up at the top of the house. Gets it just far enough to pick up the single point. Stop the bleeding, so to speak. Now that they've got rid of that accursed hammer, see what they can do without it.
Well, and we see Kara's guard about halfway, not on the center line.
She's playing for the tick here.
So they can play the tick.
Yes!
And they called the brush on right away.
Back line!
Whoa! Whoa there! Whoa! Whoa! Curl!
Oh, just missed the line call, Nancy.
Yeah.
Just overreacted, I think, maybe a hair tight and over jumped it.
Yeah. If you're in it, even if it's buried.
Yeah.
slides by, so Estevan another chance to throw a center guard. She'd like to get a piece of the center line this time, but she wants to keep them close to lined up as well.
Tighter in. Tighter. Just a 3.
Mine's good.
Yeah, you can't hurt it. Okay, that works. Good.
So gets the second guard up and does manage to keep a piece of the center line this time.
Maybe not. He's definitely out there.
Yeah, came down hard.
It came out, totally.
Came down really.
Does make the attempt to tick a little bit more dangerous, because if you slid by it this second time, you'd crash on a free guard, and they don't want to take that risk, so they're going to come around.
Well, if you can.
Back 4.
Well then.
Good shot, Kat.
Don't want you yet.
Yep. Both of you. Yep.
Line's looking good.
14.
Whoa!
Certainly want to make sure you're on front of the tee line.
Beauty.
Nicely done.
They're not having any trouble with their draws this game.
Not at all.
No, as we'd mentioned earlier, Kristen Kerwacki's having an outstanding game at lead.
Keep your breath here.
Yeah.
Way out there. Wall line.
Yep, just cleaning.
Whoa, Kara's rock if anybody.
Okay.
Zero line. Yep,
Back
come back
far.
here. Yep.
We're there.
Yep.
Go.
Yep.
Hard. Straight.
Hoping to get around that.
No, they did. Good sweep.
Tuck's probably half around that stone at the top of the 4-foot. Nancy Martin at this point in time, likely a little more worried about the guard. She did look at it over her shoulder, but
she might have just been counting. Counting to make sure 5 rocks have come.
Yeah. Thank you for sweeping that. Yeah.
Jennifer Armstrong looking to remove one or two guards and her shooter.
Hit a bobby pin. It hit something. I don't know what to do.
Roll it.
Go.
Assuming this is one of you guys.
That was weird. Yeah. So I'm not sure.
I think
we were
somebody
talking about
lost
a pick, so
a bobby pin or something.
You?
well, if it picks a bobby pin, that's a burnt stone.
No, it didn't. It didn't hit the rock. I think it just fell. All right.
They can get to ours though.
But you're right. If it had hit the rock, then it is considered a burned rock.
Well, they can see this.
But you're right. I think it just did drop over on the side.
I don't think you can get here. No, what I'm saying is they're gonna play. They might. Well, I guess maybe they won't. They'll just be ripping. Okay,
Just
yeah.
touch center on that side.
Yeah, I like that better. I loved it.
Right out to her. We can bring it back.
Okay.
I thought someone hit it at first, and then I turn around and you're holding like a stick.
What?
You're holding like a stick. One.
Tight.
Yeah. You gotta get it over.
We're way over curling.
It's gotta be over. Hard tilt. It's over. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Nice weight.
We can get the tighter one.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Should move here.
Yeah, I agree. Right to it. We got lucky with
Good there, Shetty.
Yeah.
Now she's taking that middle
Oh
one.
boy.
For me?
Now she's taking the middle one. Just kinda-
Whoa.
Had to do a little correction there by the sounds of things.
Whoa! Off! Never!
Looking
Get the
to
back
just
one.
Oh man, come on.
peel the one guard and just rubs it on the way by.
It's not like you can play
Does
the
leave
hand either.
Shot rock partly exposed now, but
Bring it back.
the guards are starting to pile up for Robin Silvernagle. It's
I don't know why
helping her a little bit.
I don't have one.
Nancy Martin going to have to do a little bit of work to clean things up in the middle.
16 for the guy. Yeah, 16.
You can sense the tension kind of creeping into the Martin team there a little bit. As you said, they were on the flip side of that deficit this morning, and they know how you can come back. And I think the Silvernagle team has subsequently relaxed a little bit after that great shot, and now they're having a strong end here.
Don't set up a double off of that, baby. Yeah, go. Stay for a second. Okay. You can get those.
Slides to the back four.
Possibly second shot.
Might be sitting second right now.
There's 1 or 16 there. Think so. How much weight? This is still second though.
Can we ever get to the nose of the red?
Yeah, I don't know about. Let's go time out here. Time out? Yeah. Still. 16.
Part of the reason for the timeout here is just take a minute to discuss whether or not we really want to be playing finesse in the middle of the house with a 5-point lead.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about the pick. If we ever rip our own, that's really bad.
Yeah. I was thinking like a board waiter, and
I made one shot. That's really hard.
the pick's tough too because we pick our own.
I think that you got it. Well, I think we play it here, and if she's wide, she gets this.
I don't think it's as tough as you think because it curls a lot.
I don't like that shot at all. Bumper weight on that. Like, if anything, Jen, I'd be okay with tapping it like that. What do you like, Jerry?
Yeah, I agree.
So, do we just throw it this one, Jerry? Well, what do you like? What do you like? I know. I think we throw it here with peel. And if we throw peel. No, I don't either. I like peel. This is going to be sitting here. No, but yeah, and then we can tap that if we need to. Yeah. I like this with peel right here. Wait, let's make it.
Nancy sounds convinced.
Well, sometimes when you...
She's been wanting to peel something for 2 ends now.
Yeah, but sometimes when you've got a chance to get that rock off the button, you have to go for it. And especially now with Silvernagle sitting 2, I like Nancy's call here.
Just because of the reverse stagger on the reds, the corner guard and the one at the top of the 8-foot, you really can't make a play at this without throwing weight.
So the only tricky part here was Lindsay was the one that needed to be convinced. So we'll see if Nancy can throw Lindsay can throw the out-turn peel here.
Boy, if you could ever feather tick the one in the corner of the button, you might make the double on the also had to get by the guard first. A little surprised they weren't sweeping for curl there.
I think I heard her yell curl.
Maybe a little late.
Mm-hmm.
Just so worried about ticking her own red, overcompensated and put it out.
I don't think we come in.
He has this right now, but he's close. Do you like your tight guard?
You'll still have that. I guess if you go right here. Yeah, it's pretty precise shot.
Okay. Okay, I like that there.
Do I want her to be able to run
probably
it in?
running something, well, but she's the chance of picking her own red.
Tight, good.
Okay. Or do we want it short? Do we lie too?
Yes.
What? We lie too.
We're second, right?
We're lying too.
I just don't know if I want a super tight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. You can be like right here, and you can do.
Don't like that.
Both or down.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm almost wondering shorter.
I don't want to leave a hole. I've never seen that before.
Just because it's quite an easy run. No, but
right now it's just kind of we've been overfilling on the lot, so
you can't make both yellow.
Discussion there based on the fact that they're sitting 2. Kelly thinking about throwing this guard a little bit wider. Try to protect the one at the back of the 4-foot as well.
Two.
Okay, I like it.
Kind of edge on edge.
Yeah.
It's almost scoreboard dictated. We're getting to the point where you have to start thinking about if there's a chance we might be able to set up a steal at 2, we have to think about trying that.
Yes, for sure. This is where she wants that really wide rock.
2.5. 2.5.
Very rough. Get over curl. Stay down. You don't have much handle. Whoa, over
4 feet.
This is where it really starts to curl.
Sit, baby. Okay, sit. All right. Just soft.
As I said, just soft there. Not a lot of handle.
Okay.
Real quickly as they make their way down for the next shot, we've got final stone here on sheet 4 right in front of us. The other A semi, Sherry Anderson. A chance to draw for 2 if it stops in time. And does come to rest at the back of the 8 foot, so tied up there again after 5 ends of play going into the break.
It's a very precise hit and roll. Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Heavy board! 10-5! 10-5!
Curl.
That guard over curling, there's still a chance to make a play on the shot stone.
Go. Okay, that's fine.
Comes by the shot stone, hits second shot.
Good throw, Lynn.
That works. Nice.
Is there enough room to make that roll in behind there?
That's about as good as we can
Or do they
get.
come into that yellow one?
Well, they might come into the yellow, but it's going to be into the back end of the yellow, so they probably
Jiggle
push it
them
up a
both a
little
little.
bit. You can still sit 2.
Yep. Bump is
You
good.
threw that pretty hard, so.
No,
Yeah.
I think just an edge more.
11 with that?
Because she threw quite a bit and it did curl at the end there. Yep.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I don't think I would
Yep.
have swept it without. Yeah. No. It's throw in there. Bump? Yeah. Thinner? Yeah. Just smuggle in there. Yeah, I like it. It's a lot. Oh, yeah. Nail it. Bumper. Weight's good!
Lots of line.
No line.
Hard curl. Hard curl. Hard curl. Hard curl.
Looking to get to the inside of this stone.
Keep going. Keep going.
Gets the
Okay,
hit.
good.
Enough of the inside just to get to the edge, but I don't know if Nancy Martin hits half rock on the outside. Does that still kill the yellow at the top of the button?
I'm
was
not
pretty
totally
big
sure,
weight.
just because it's back a bit.
Yeah, and it's a good.
Only has to move it, you know, the 2.5 feet sideways, but you need big weight for that shot.
It looks like they're just about touching.
Yeah, they almost are, except that the one on by her broom is a little farther back. But yeah, we
Hit a
know
quarter of a
Nancy can
rock.
throw it big.
I don't think it
Quarter of a
goes,
rock,
Nancy.
you're touching it for sure.
Do you want to just hit nose there? And then we have 2 ways at it?
If she tickles it over,
Like that would probably be better.
Yeah, we could just nose it. The angle's good.
Had that already called, and the front end's got a different idea. If you just nose the yellow,
I like that. If it's not gonna go, then.
Yeah, and then we have 2 angles at it.
Okay.
Forgot she hasn't thrown yet this end.
Yeah.
So just looking to hit and stick right there. Maybe corner on the top one.
yeah, she probably
Just a
want to
little
corner
bit.
the yellow. If you stay right there, Robin will have another chance to try to wiggle off this stone. Try to sit 2 in the top of the 4 foot.
Nice throw here. You got it. Yeah. Heavy! 10-5!
Throw down them. 10-5. We're 10. Really big. 10.
Maybe keep rolling it. Okay, that
Makes
works.
the hit. She's going to roll away a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not a bad result either.
Well, gives Robin a pretty good chance here to sit right on top of her own. Sit 2.
Heavier than that one.
Yeah, that's what I saw was
I see the outturn draw looks easier,
Well,
and they haven't even looked at it.
yeah, either
Like
one
this
is
is
fine.
real easy to leave a double playing this.
Or you just make it.
well, they just threw it. they know this line. Like they're I think quite comfortable with this in turn.
I do see what you're looking at, though, Sean. There's a lot more room with the out
She threw a hit
but
on her first one.
No, but they've seen enough rocks come down through here.
You can go for line. Yes, for line.
Line over.
Yes. Hard.
Gotta go. It's coming down. Hard. Keep going.
By the guard, but she's not going to get by the redstone at the top of the 4-foot.
Okay.
Okay.
Good wait, Rob.
Good sleep.
Did get in far enough that she's outcounted that red at the edge of the 8. If Nancy Martin's going to try to stay for 2 here. She's got less room to roll than she might have otherwise.
Just half weight.
Yeah.
She'd be happy even just to pick it out and get 1. Chance for 2, though.
How hard you were going to hit it.
Let's make it, Nancy. You know it. Trust it.
yeah, you can see that it's overburied there.
It's not going to look good from the hacks, but we've seen these rocks move so hard from the hog line in.
They sure do.
Yeah.
Nice way.
Yeah.
Back line. Back line. Hack.
Final stone here for Nancy Martin. Facing the Silvernagle stone corner of the button.
You gotta go.
Really sweep just to hold it to get by the guard. Once it's by, they'll look to get as much curl as they can.
I got this. Okay.
It's going to go right by the yellow, though. It's a steal of 1, Robin Silvernagle. Perhaps starting to turn the tide. She made an outstanding draw to get a single point in the last end. Steals 1 here, and now they trail by 4 going into the break.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Viterra, SaskTel, Saskatoon Auto Connection, Singler Real Estate, Coldwell Banker Signature, Boston Pizza Restaurants of Saskatchewan, SaskTel Max TV, Curl Sask, and Real Cast Media.
Viterra believes in the power of connection, and that's exactly what they do for curling in Saskatchewan. Viterra has been a very generous sponsor for curling in Saskatchewan for many years, and we would like to thank them for their continued support. The Viterra youth programs and clinics have been a huge success, and Curl Sask would not be able to spread the love of curling with so many communities in Saskatchewan without their help. Viterra is fostering a love of curling in the future generation of champions, and Curl Sask could not be happier to have them on our team. Curl Sask is excited to present Viterra with the 2023 Legends of Curling Sponsor Award.
Today, online bullying is more common than ever, but there is help. SaskTel wants to solve this problem. It's why they created Be Kind Online. If you're a victim of online bullying or know someone who is, or even if you just want to stop it from happening to anyone, this is a place to learn what you can do. You can find lots of tools and tips to help you stand up to cyberbullying. Be Kind Online is a place to learn how to stay safe as well, to learn best practices and plans to stop cyberbullying before it even has a chance.
SaskTel is all about connecting the people of Saskatchewan to the people and places they care about most. Curl Sask would like to take a moment to recognize SaskTel for their continued support of curling in Saskatchewan. SaskTel has played a huge role in Saskatchewan's curling history since 1995. They have been the title sponsor of the Men's Provincials for almost 20 years and have continuously supported locally within Saskatchewan's smaller communities. SaskTel is proud to be a part of Saskatchewan, and we are proud to have them be a part of Curl Sask. Curl Sask is thrilled to present SaskTel with the 2023 Legends of Curling Sponsor Award.
Saskatchewan, you know SaskTel. Because we're everywhere. Keeping you connected. To your family and friends. To your history and culture. To those traditions that make us who we are. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. Because we're dedicated to our home.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by Singler Real Estate, serving Saskatoon and area for over 15 years.
Well, back from the fifth end break, the team's just hitting the ice. Robin Silvernagle, not the start to the game that they would have liked, but they made an outstanding draw with Robin's last one to get the single. They managed to pick up the steal of one in the last end. Still 4 down, but 5 ends to play.
And they've got the momentum. I think they're starting to get the confidence back again. They've got the ice figured out. And Nancy's team has shown a couple little cracks that weren't there in the first 3 ends. So we'll see if Robin can jump over this situation.
The event action over there on sheet 1. Another B event game on sheet 2. Stevenson with a 5-2 lead there, throwing third stones. Our feature matchup this evening is on sheet 3, the other A event semifinal on sheet 4, and you saw the update before they went to the fifth end break. Sherry Anderson picking up her deuce to answer back, and that game all tied 5 apiece as they play in the 6th.
Still back 8, back 12.
Right here's okay.
No!
Can't touch it. Not through.
Can't touch it.
Okay. Good. 13-7.
Broccoli.
13-7.
First stone of this end was thrown as the center guard. Then you see the Martin team just ignore that. They're trying to play one in the corner. A little deep.
Yes, just about all of Kristen's shots have been into the center now, and we have seen a tendency of shots going out towards the boards being a little bit quicker than shots coming into the center.
And especially later in the game like now.
And after the 6th end, or that 5th end sweep, it always seems to polish up. Those first couple rocks in the 6th always seem to glide a little bit further.
2 nice shots there by Kara.
Nice rocks, Kara.
She's got the high guard, the tight guard, the no tick guards.
She's got it all covered.
Got everything going for her there.
That's really hard.
Toffee!
Well, that's still Kristen Karwacki.
Just top 8.
Top 8.
Whoa. Little bit of
Line's
room.
good.
Top 4. Top 4.
Whoa line.
Lindsay. What are the
We don't want
times?
to. T-line.
Whoa then. Whoa then. Whoa then. Right here. If I could compare it.
Yep.
Like what we did last time. Come
Really
on,
nice.
girl.
Very
Again,
nice.
a really nice shot.
Nice.
Yeah, Kristen's had a good game.
Do you think it's much keener now?
Seems to have that draw weight in her back pocket. The top 4 weight, let me say.
Well, and that's where you want it to be, too. You don't want to be bringing
Yeah,
it
you sure
in
do.
too early to that top button because gives Robin the opportunity just to do little taps. When it's the top 4 foot, it takes weight to move that, or you've got to get around it somehow.
Line's good.
Top 8.
Sherry just looking to come around on the in-turn. See if she can get to shot rock, and this is going to come up a little bit short again now. Can she get a corner in front of that red?
Just the top one, I think.
It's going to stay a little higher than that. Hard to say who's second. Regardless, Nancy Martin is already counted to 5 and said it's time to start moving yellows.
Also said, I don't think I want to get into the mess we did last end.
No, for sure.
Well, Nancy did call some good shots, didn't get the execution she needed in that 5th end.
There we go. Nice peel.
Okay. To guard. 1, 2. Great throw.
There we go, yeah.
So looking for the long guard here.
What's that?
I know Bobby comes in 6.
Yeah, right?
Be okay. 1.5.
Line's pretty good. Little tight. We're gonna over curl. As long as you're over, if you're over off. Whoa, you're over. Whoa, you're over. Okay. Just not good.
Nice weight.
With the back one? Yeah. Same throw.
Yeah, you got it.
Certainly over-curled the line they were looking for. Left an opportunity for the Martin team to make a play on the tighter guard. That's just what the game has become these days with the amount of curl that they get with these rocks. You need a long guard to protect your tight guard to protect the rock that you're going to try to bring into the rings.
Yep.
And by over-curling on that guard, they let them get rid of the tight one. And by itself, that long guard really doesn't protect much.
No, it's too long. Too much curl.
I like how you're calling him.
All right, bud.
Right in line with our yellow. Yeah. No.
So looking at lining these up right in line.
Just 2. Got room for distance. Just 2.
Whoa, we're over curling again. Whoa.
Pretty high.
Go off.
Okay.
Thanks. Good sweeping.
Okay.
Might have liked a little more separation between those two, but
3/4.
they also wanted to protect their own stone and starting to over-curl on them.
Yep.
Okay.
Leaves the chance for the double peel.
Yep, hard.
Really hard. Really hard. Hard, you got it. Hey, Kristen, roll that one.
Roll it.
Makes the hit, clips the second one.
There's a nice double peel.
Leave a couple of rocks on the corner, but she's okay with those. She's got the center clear now.
Yeah, I think so. Perfect.
Nice sweeping.
Nailed it.
I don't. Bye. Coming back for.
Hi, girl.
Not yet. Not yet. Okay.
So looking at throwing another guard. I thought it was interesting, the stat we put up of Kelly Schaefer 2007. I was going to say, there's a lot you can put up here. She was the Scottish Ladies Champion 4 times, Scottish Junior Champion 3 times, Scottish Mixed Doubles Champion twice, Scottish Mixed Champion 4 times, World and European Gold, Silver, Bronze medalist. A list as long as my arm.
What? Coming down hard.
And I have long arms.
Well, and she's continuing that here in Saskatchewan, you know, just back from the Canadian Mixed Championship there, where they had won the provincials last spring with Sean Meacham.
Quite the resume.
Lindsay Birch with another peel attempt. So much easier when you only have to make one go away.
Well thrown.
Atta girl. Great pair. Okay, so let's get right around it. We'll come down. Okay. Curls in there.
Kelly had asked before her last stone if she wanted to come around this, and Robin quite definitively said not yet, so she had an idea already in her mind which shot she wanted to come around on. Looks like they're going to play it now.
And it looks like it's now, yeah.
Right at her here.
And even if they wrap around this, like they're hitting roll up that top one, they should have.
Yeah.
Just the skip stones left to come here in the sixth end. Robin Silvernagle. No center guards to work with, so she's going to try to use two rocks in the rings as guards.
Gotta go.
Probably needs to get back forefoot to bury. Not going to have the weight to get there, and doesn't get by the top one. It didn't end up in the worst spot in the world for Nancy Martin to try any kind of a double. There's jams both ways.
We just, I mean, if we do this, I think you can get them both and miss the red. Yeah, I like that. She's going around, but then we have this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if you just nudge the yellow, right?
I think this one for sure, and then.
Okay.
I think peel right here.
Yeah, I like it.
Is it going over that?
Be in contact here, unless
yeah, it's like you can almost crotch it.
Do you ever play this?
Jen. Yeah, I'm just trying to see how to make sure we go past that. What's the best way to make sure we go past this one? Do we ever play the out turn in off this?
No.
Like, is this going past that, do you think?
Yeah.
I just don't want to jam it on
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
okay.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Even if you hit it thick and just move it like a couple inches, right? It's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Double off the back.
Yeah. Peel.
Okay.
Yes, she certainly doesn't want Robin to be able to utilize any of those reds or those yellows to top up and get into that forefoot.
So a chance for Nancy here to make a double on the yellows. She's got possibility of jams both directions.
Atta girl.
Just touches the one at the top of the forefoot.
That's a great shot.
Great shot. Shot.
Left her shooter in a great spot too. Robin Silvernagle, if she's going to try to steal this end, has to come around those two, and it's pretty hard to come around it, B-shot rock, and not leave a short run back for a pile.
You might take the top of it.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like, nice where it ended up.
Yeah. It's not. Then they have an easy hit.
So I don't know.
Yeah. What do you think? Like it? I think so. Even if your second shot back there. Yeah, I guess you can do that.
Hard to put this anywhere, especially with the in-turn, and I'm not sure you can get there with the out-turn because of the guard.
Whatever you like.
I think that's
I'd
the
like to be
instinct.
shooting red.
Yes.
If you bury it,
Like none of the options.
the double run is hard to miss.
Like giving them two, is that an option, right? Like, because it'll drag regardless, hey?
If we can get to here, she can't get it.
Let's do it. It'll come in there.
Get that far back, you might not be shot rock.
I like that. It's either that or else, like, if we make this and then she...
You play, you make that good and you get a steal out of that if somebody's not going to. Right? That's not a very happy situation for anybody, so let's try it. Because this is no gimme to sit there.
No, and then she just has a hit and roll for 2, and then we're down by 6.
Let's try it. There's room. Like, I mean,
that was my first instinct.
We've seen a lot of very late curl in this house where there have been rocks that have half buried in the last foot as it goes past a stone. So Kara holding hope for optimism here that they'll catch that big late finish coming in top 4 foot and just keep going back to the back button.
The trouble here is just because of how close those two reds are together and the lineup, she'd almost have to overbury this by about half a rock in 2 feet of space, and I don't know, you might need to pick coming in.
But when you're down 4 without, you're into desperation mode.
Stagger on the reds might work if you could come from the out turn, but the corner guard's in the way.
And then 8-2 wasn't sounding very appealing for them either.
No, well, and this is going to come up well short. So for Nancy Martin, already sitting 3. An opportunity with her final stone to draw any piece of the rings. She could pick up 4 here.
Just a hair slower over here.
That 14-5 should be good still.
Yeah.
Draw to the button.
Go forward.
Put it on the pin.
We're done, hey?
We're done, yes.
I have a feeling there's not going to be a long discussion about whether or not they're going to have to take the gloves off here.
Well, while we watch Nancy's rock come down, I'll give Saskatchewan 50-50 fans the 14-minute warning before our 50-50 draw closes this evening. You're now 13 minutes. If you're in Saskatchewan, you are eligible. We have a jackpot that's sitting up over $4,300 to share. So support Saskatchewan Estevan Curling and buy your tickets quickly.
Nancy Martin with her final stone, a chance to draw for 4. She slides that one through the back of the rings. It's going to be 3 more points, though, for Nancy Martin. The gloves come off. We have a final here. It's Nancy Martin picking up the 9-2 win over Robin Silvernagle. She will move on to the A final tomorrow afternoon. The Silvernagle team will drop down and continue on play in the B. There are 4 playoff spots up for grabs here. So still a chance for all the teams in the B to get into the 1-2 game for that matter. And, you know, with as well as these 2 teams played off the start of this event, and granted the Silvernagle team didn't game here this evening, it wouldn't be a total surprise to see these 2 teams have to play again before this weekend's over.
Oh, I think we'll be seeing both of them quite a bit more. Here we go.
Kim Hudson is with Nancy Martin at ice level. Kim, take it away.
You betcha. Well, I've got something that Nancy has to say first of all, and then I'll ask her a couple questions.
Yes, happy birthday, Ian Orr, my son-in-law.
There you go. Okay, was that the game you were expecting when you came out here tonight?
No, definitely not. We got a few opportunities early, and the girls stayed strong. The ice was a little different than we saw before, a little aggressive on one side, so just some rocks moving out there.
Well, it was interesting, your 2 games today. You were 7 down after 3 earlier, and this time you were 6 up after 3. So I was just wondering what Coach Jerry might have said about those tactics.
Yeah, he said, you better keep your foot on the gas pedal here, girls, because you know what can happen.
Isn't that right? And have to ask, how are you enjoying skipping this year?
I've been throwing last rock with mixed doubles for the last few years, and this just feels right. So
perfect. Well, happy to hear that. And A final tomorrow, what's the game plan?
Same thing as it's been all year, so just keep 1 rock at a time.
Sounds great. Well, good luck tomorrow. Thanks Nancy.
3 games still to be decided here this evening, and we'll keep you abreast of all the action. The other A semifinal on right next door on sheet 4.
Today, online bullying is more common than ever, but there is help. SaskTel wants to solve this problem. It's why they created Be Kind Online. If you're a victim of online bullying or know someone who is, or even if you just want to stop it from happening to anyone, this is a place to learn what you can do. You can find lots of tools and tips to help you stand up to cyberbullying. Be Kind Online is a place to learn how to stay safe as well. to learn best practices and plans to stop cyberbullying before it even has a chance.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. I started our service center in 2018 because it's hard to find an auto service shop you can trust. At Auto Connection, our core values are honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're happy to text you photos or videos of your car's problems to help you make better, more educated decisions. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
With SaskTel sponsorships, we get to be a part of your community. SaskTel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sasktel.com/sponsorships.
The other A semifinal on sheet 4. We're down to skip rocks here as they play in the 7th end. Ashley Howard with a 6-5 lead, but it is Sherry Anderson with last rock here as we play in the 7th, and she's got shot rock at the top of the 4-foot right now. Just 4 stones left to come here in this 7th end.
Line's good. Whoa, if you can. No, you're just touching it. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Looking to just freeze on that stone and bumps off a little. Might have left room for Sherry Anderson to get to it. Maybe enough weight to chisel underneath the guard.
Than hack, but sorry to just call weight there. I was like, we're pounding on this. Is heavy. So just to get off.
I threw that bomb.
This is Sherry's first stone here in this end. She does have last rock.
You got the double. You played that 11.
She gets the roll under here.
Yeah. And I played an 11.
She could have a chance for 3 at this end. The 2 at the top of the rings are staggered enough that there's not going to be any kind of a run back opportunity.
Guys try to kick inside.
And they're like, you can't hit it.
Geez, that looks like Patty was more than half. Like she split both those out to the board, so it was more like bump. So, I don't know, that looks like a lot to get to inside, doesn't it? Hair less looks like a lot to me. So, 13 for half? Probably. Okay. Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Anita!
Looking for some offside sweep for a little bit of extra curl here. Hits this on the outside. She could actually push her own out into the open.
Hard, Patty,
and hit it so solidly on the outside, doesn't even get the red one out of the rings. It still sits shot rock at the back of the 8-foot. 2nd and 3rd do belong to Sherry Anderson. They're both accessible.
Yeah, not Sherry's best throw.
I like it.
Great opportunity there.
Like, you want to go big? Yeah, I love this too. Yeah.
She does have a chance. She looked at this stone right away. It's 3rd shot. She's probably got a chance she could play at 2nd shot as well if she liked. She's got to roll into the 8-foot here. She's not 2nd. Be careful not to leave a double. Could still leave a chance for 2.
Yep.
And they call the brush on right away.
Hard!
Needs to roll into the 8-foot to get 2nd. Doesn't want to leave a double.
Nice shot.
Tried for the big roll to get underneath. I'm not sure they got enough.
Beauty.
Looks like it's edge to edge.
Yeah.
And Might be room. She doesn't have to move it all that far.
She's only got to touch it on the way by. This is a very similar shot to the one she just attempted.
I've also seen a couple curl there.
She'll probably be the first one to tell you she just needs to throw it a little bit better.
Patty said that was 11, so I'll try to duplicate that. 11. I didn't think it was that, but it was definitely more than that. So we just need to cross it just a hair.
Yeah.
So stay close. I'm going to try to throw the same weight that I just threw. Like.
Final stone here. 7th end, Sherry Anderson. Needs to get just across the face of this stone at the back of the forefoot to make the double and get 2.
Definitely looks closer.
She's going to be close to the nose, so she's got at least 1. Clips it. Does. Move both stones. Doesn't need to get it all the way out of the rings. Just needed to get it out of the 8-foot. Put 2 points on the board for Sherry Anderson. And for the first time since the first end, Anderson now with the lead, 7-6 as we go into the 8th end in this other A semifinal. It'll be the Howard team with last rock in the 8th. Quickly give you a look at all the other games here on sheet 1, the event action. Skylar Ackerman taking 1 and 7. She's a 6-5 lead right now, but Cindy Ricci with last rock as they play in the 8th. The other B event game on the ice. Brooklyn Stevenson with a 6-2 lead right now on Penny Barker. And the 7th end just about to get marked up, so it's now a 6-3 lead. Barker getting the single.
Mine's good.
And that's a B game.
Where, guys?
Nancy Martin, a strong performance in our feature game here. The A semifinal this morning, this evening, 9-2 winner puts her into the A final tomorrow afternoon with a chance to grab that first playoff spot. And
I don't want it.
the other team in that A final yet to be decided. Sherry Anderson picking up the 2 we just saw in the 7th end. She's now got the 7-6 lead, but Ashley Howard with the last rock as we begin play here in the 8th. First rock thrown up as a center guard. You did see Ashley go out, take a quick look at whether or not it's touching the center line.
Jill Springer throws lead rocks here for Ashley and Carrie.
Max line.
Ashley Howard is skipping the team but throws third rocks.
Trying for you now. It's trying to curl for you. You're okay. Line's good on its own. Line's good on its own.
While Jill's rock comes to rest, we had just taken a quick peek at that Martin Silvernagle scoreboard and the strong game that Nancy had for our Boston Pizza Player of the Game, donated by the Boston Pizza crew here in Estevan. Cindy Ricci, one of our curlers here. Kim and I were just really impressed with all of Nancy's team, but we really thought Kristen Karwacki, the lead, had an outstanding game, just setting up end after end after end and keeping that pressure on. So we're really happy to present $50 gift certificates to Boston Pizza to Kristen Karwacki, lead on Nancy Martin's team.
Looking to come down, sit on the corner, and just nudges off. So room now for Jill Springer to make a play on that stone and try to roll probably away from the center right now.
Whoa. Carrie. Hard, Carrie. Gotta go. Hard, you gotta go. Hard. Hard. Yellow. Good.
Makes contact with the stone, but she's going to lose her shooter. The yellow does leave the ring, stays in play at the back.
Nice shots.
Another chance now for the Anderson team to try to freeze to that stone. Brenda Gertzen now, the second stones.
Wait only right now. Running. Running, Patty. No. No. Okay, go if you have to. Go if you have to. Yep, line's getting good. Line's getting good.
It's great weight.
That's good. Good shot.
Hate that.
Guys, Patty. Is that?
Doesn't get down to the freeze, but at least this time got a corner underneath the guard, so it's a little tougher for Ashley Howard to make a play on it.
Shelby Lamontagne throwing second rocks here.
It's tracking. I'd like it to curl right now. Off.
Yeah, looks plenty.
Okay.
Slides it all the way through the back and out of play.
It really did not curl much.
So looking at playing this freeze now with the other
Like
turn.
that rock hasn't gone crazy since she's thrown it.
Yep. Okay, line's okay. Line's okay. Whoa, then. Whoa. No. No. We can't bounce.
A little bit short on the first freeze attempt. It's going to be a little bit strong here. Just comes down, touches that stone, rolls into the open.
Shelby looking
Queen.
to make up for that
What?
first shot there in this end with get the nose.
Close, yep.
Little roll, be
Yep.
okay.
Yep. Hard. Good. Nice throw. Good shot.
Takes the hit, but stays right there. And
Yep.
You got all
Would've
of that.
Like that roll just
Sam?
the other way would have helped a little bit.
Well, let's try to, even if you just pop that out to there, Patty.
Nice throw. I was so careful with it, then I hit the fudge. I'm like a cam.
9.5. 9.5.
So firm but not peel. Patty can throw the firm weight very easily. I think it really is one of the weapons that the Sherry Anderson team has utilized in their 5-year consecutive run of Canadian Senior Championship, as they have the capability of throwing hits and throwing them very well.
Okay.
makes the hit here, gets a roll a couple of the inches to the inside, but would have liked to at least roll to that red, if not nudge it into the open.
Okay. Yeah, I love it.
Does make it a little trickier for Ashley to get to the inside of that yellow stone.
Not a whole lot of room there.
It's there, but she's going to have to throw a little bit more finesse at it.
Yep. 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 Whoa, whoa. 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 Chill. Hard.
Looking for some extra curl at the end, but just gets to the
I
nose.
think you try for the double.
Just coming into it. Pretty much a nose hit. Not quite, but
Half rock. Same thing.
I thought it was a touch up too, honestly, but I was thinking slow down.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Sweep called on right away here, and she needs to hit about half on the outside to make the double.
Nice.
Catches them both. They both spin out. Shooter rolls out of the rings as well. So just the one counter. Stone at the top 12 foot belonging to Anderson right now. It's half, or a little less than half behind cover.
Thank you. Good throws. Yeah. I don't hate that at all. Same weight?
Well, and your first one.
Yeah.
Well, both those, that straightened out too, because I thought you had more of that.
So looking to make a play on the stone in the 12 foot. Would really like to keep her shooter in the rings here. You roll out, you give Sherry Anderson a chance to draw one around and perhaps set up the steal, or at the very least a force.
Just clean, just clean.
And sticks around, so that does change things.
Interesting.
How does that with a solid
Good
10?
call. Yeah. A little quicker on
I
that
think
side.
it will. I don't. Do I need any more? I don't think so, eh?
Yeah, I didn't want to baby it.
I
'cause
think
it's
the
me
nose
in,
is
but-
fine.
Yeah. I got thinking that we
How does
can
that
play
look
the
with
run.
a solid 10?
Gonna score.
I mean, my draw really curled. Make it go away. Main thing, stick around would be nice.
Good point. Even top 8? No, for sure.
Yep. Yes! Hard,
Sweep called on right away this one.
Go! Hard for a piece. Hard.
Like to make the hit. She wanted to stay, now hoping just to make contact. Makes the hit. The shooter comes across and will hang around, biting the back of the 8 foot, but it is open.
Sorry, guys. Draw.
Yep.
Sorry,
If you
Patty.
know the speed this
Wasn't a very
way,
good
it brings
release.
that into play.
Who played this? Jill played it.
It was
Yeah.
just a.
Yeah, exactly. And I was here for her.
Sounds like Sherry wasn't convinced that she threw that absolutely
Yeah,
perfect.
it is nice.
Well, it was a good thing she kept the weight as firm as what she did, or else it could have curled past there. But good sweep and good weight keeps the shooter in play.
Yeah, and now we see Carey coming around with the in-turn here. Sherry's rock could come into play there and jam, depending on where this one goes. But looking at throwing this top 4, top 8, doesn't even have to be totally buried to make things difficult.
Okay, line's good. Line's good.
Still has a lot of room by the guard.
You're in a tight path. You gotta go. Hard. Hard. You gotta go. Keep going.
Starting to curl now, and boy,
Hard,
as it
hard,
does,
hard,
the
hard.
weight comes off. Can they get it in deep enough to be shot?
Okay.
Well, they lost that waiting for the curl and didn't even make the rings. So Sherry Anderson, chance to come around now, and if she can come top of the button,
I like the throw.
it's a steal opportunity. Certainly
sure is.
makes rings. It's a force.
If it's hanging out, Patty, just
15.75.
so they can't hit it and
And I
be
think
shot
that just
over
hangs
that.
a little longer and you're fine. Like even they weren't too worried about it.
Bury your top button, guys. I'm out where
Yeah.
I threw it before here, and it ran nice. So.
Certainly taking lots of ice here. This is a sheet that is right against the where the people are sitting, so, and it's against the side the fans are on, so looks like it's got a little more movement
I
here.
gave it an ad. I gave it an ad. Room. Whoa.
This one also a long ways out there, and
Not moving.
if you don't get towards the middle, it doesn't start to slow down either.
Come on.
Will slide deep, but does hang on the back of the 12-foot.
I'm just going to give you a rock more.
So Anderson sitting 2. It does force Team Howard try to take their single here. Carrie Ann McTaggart throwing the final pair.
Well, the one thing with Sherry's going as deep as what it did, if Carrie catches that same path and comes up to that back yellow, Sherry's other rock will still be the counters. So it's just all a matter of when you catch that curl and the weight comes off. It makes this open draw against the 2 a little trickier than what it just looks like.
Quick pass.
The final stone here, the 8th end, Carrie Ann McTaggart. Trailing by 1, facing 2, needs just about full 8-foot to pick up her single.
Right on the edge of the 2.
Nothing from the brushers yet.
What do you think?
They're backing away.
They're hoping it stops.
It is curling. It's getting into that middle area now. The question is, will it stop in time? And no, that looks like it slid a little bit too far.
Yep.
Sherry Anderson with a steal of 1 here in the 8th end. Takes a 2-point lead over Ashley Howard after 8 ends of play. It'll be the Howard team with last rock once again in the 9th. These 2 teams looking to see who will move on to the A final against Nancy Barton tomorrow afternoon.
To be a successful farmer, you have to love what you do. Our farm is very much a family-run farm. It takes a lot more to run a family and run a dairy farm. But that means that we call upon grandmas and grandpas to help look after the kids. We spend a lot of time with our family, and we love it that way. We get up every morning, going out to the barn, knowing that we do this because it's a passion. I can't really describe it any other way.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. I started our service center in 2018 because it's hard to find an auto service shop you can trust. At Auto Connection, our core values are honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're happy to text you photos or videos of your car's problems to help you make better, more educated decisions. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
It's January at Boston Pizza. Every day is Pasta Tuesday. That means BP's famous pastas start at just $10.99 every single day. Create your own or go gourmet for just a few bucks more. Come on in for Pasta Tuesday pricing any day. Only this January at Boston Pizza.
Okay, max line. Are we in?
Sherry Anderson with a 2-point lead as we begin play here in the 9th. And
to something.
called the first stone into the rings. I believe this was supposed to be a corner guard, but it's going to come in and actually to the back. Still 2 ends to go. Howard just 2 points down, and they do have last rock here. But if this score holds, you're going to have in the A final Sherry Anderson against Nancy Martin.
Yeah, former teammates.
Former teammates, yes.
Yes! Hard! Hard!
Mind you, that is always the interesting one thing about all the curlers out here. Just about everybody has lots of former teammates out here.
Okay. High corner again. I'm going to give you less ice, though.
It might be more interesting if we knew who the future teammates were. You know, there was some discussions about that last year, of course, as the quadrennial was ending, even as events were being played, not just provincially at the national level. You heard some of the rumblings about who was going to be playing with who going forward.
Yep. Shuffling.
Okay.
Pink slips were being delivered.
Yeah.
Trying to curl for you. Whoa. Yeah, I think you're
Well, here we see the Howard team getting caught in this slicker stuff to the wings. Both of those corner guards coming into the house.
Which turn do you want, Brenda?
That allows the Anderson team to play hits on them right away.
For sure.
Roll it a bit, Patty.
Makes the hit,
Nice
rolls
throw,
over
Brenda.
towards center, and it's Anderson sitting 3 now.
Try and move something back. Back 4.
We're almost at the point in this end now where I sometimes wonder with Howard in the situation that she's in, if she wouldn't be better off to play for the blank here and try to get your 3 coming home. If you only get 2, you're in no different situation than if you get 2 here and are tied up coming home. And you look at the scoreboard in this game, there's already been 5 deuces scored. Well, at least deuces, or 3.
Yeah, it's certainly a thought to ponder for sure.
If she gets a deuce here, that means 6 times in 9 ends somebody's counted multiple. And you'd have to stop Sherry from scoring 2 coming home, even if you scored 3 here. So it might be a case of take the hammer home. If you get your deuce, you're in the same situation. But if you ever scored 3 coming home, you win. And you laugh, but we've seen it happen. The 5-rock free guard zone, it happens more often than you'd
I'm not laughing at what you're saying. I'm laughing at the way you said it.
Well,
when you said when you get 3, you win. Yeah, I can do the math.
You score 3 in 9, and you still have to stop them from getting a deuce in 10. You score 3 in 10, you win.
Oh, shit. Good throw.
Sherry.
I think she would have liked to move one of those stones at the back of the forefoot.
Now.
I don't think Ashley's subscribing to
Line's
your
No,
theory, though.
she's willing to play the offense here.
Yeah.
Of course, she knows
Okay, you're holding
that
it
Sherry
good.
Anderson's going to play some hits, and Sherry might clean up
All
the
right,
house for her.
line's good.
Might just happen.
Start to curl hard now. Hold it for line. Hold it for line. Hold it. Whoa. Great shot, Shelby.
Good shot.
Very nice.
You got a few inches.
This should take a
Patty.
few
Just
out of the way.
blast her out. Firm.
Yeah, there's a chance here
Great
that
manage. Beauty.
Patty could send 3 rocks flying and her shooter.
Nice. Good shot. It's right on the nose.
Yep.
It was okay that wide.
Nice
Like
shot.
that. Touches
So,
3 of
you
them,
wanna
moves
blank
all
or
3 of
you
them
wanna
out
try
of
for
play.
2?
It's now just the 1 stone edge of the forefoot that's left.
Call time on. Think about it. Like, are we
It's
all right
demoralizing
blanking?
when your opposition is not cooperating like that. Those 2 big shots from Patty, back-to-back ends. Here she had that double last end, and then 4 rocks out of play there.
Thought about calling timeout, but I think they're committed now to playing the blank.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Certainly don't want to get forced, and tough to generate a deuce at this point in the end with only 1 stone in the forefoot. Sherry Anderson with a 2-point lead doesn't mind the blank. She's happy to exchange hits here.
I mean, I made it. I wouldn't say it was a good throw.
Yep. Clean. 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 Nice throw, Patty. Nice pair.
Also saving a little time here. Not much to think about now.
10.
Good throws. Good throws. Nice. I'm going to go. Yeah, just to save time. Might as well. It's going to be a wide open.
Go back a bit.
Yeah.
Sherry Anderson already making her way down to the other end. Heard her talking about saving time.
Well managed. Little elastic came up a bit.
I haven't seen the clocks for a little while, but I did have a glance at them earlier, and I didn't think anybody was that tight for time.
No, they weren't. One team was at 7 and the other was at 5. So
I just wanted to know
lots
what
of
you
time.
thought.
And there were still some timeouts left on the board.
I think they each had one.
Probably.
Yeah, we can take a shot at 3 too. Like, I didn't think they removed 3 for us in a row out though.
Brenda.
I felt like I stood tight on both those and backed them up.
The first one for sure.
Sherry with her first makes the hit. She's going to roll to the boards. Nothing in play now. 3 stones left to come.
That was my first hit. I know. Like I didn't.
I don't think there's any chance that Sherry plays this, but there are teams in this country that would. When Carrie Ann McTaggart puts this rock in the rings, would you ever freeze to it?
Well, give up 2 isn't terrible.
It's not.
You know what? Some teams would be happy to have the hammer rather than 2 down.
Sherry would be content to take that 2 up coming home. So,
but I don't think she will.
There are teams that probably would play the. You see it at the national level all the time. Teams that so much want to have that last rock coming home that they would play the freeze and try to get the force. And, if you get 2, we're tied up with coming home, and we're happy with that.
Yeah, and dare I say that's usually more of a men's move than you see in the women's game.
Hard, you got to get it here.
Well, if Carrie Ann doesn't make the rings, that changes things.
For sure.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
I think it's there.
Great sweep. Good. That came down the tighter path.
Little less, Patty. Right on the rocks.
Won't. I don't think, hey?
No, I think you're on the T line with that on the other side.
On this way.
Yeah. T line back 4. Look how much that curled, right? Like.
Brenda. Hard.
Sherry with the offside brush all the way down makes the hit, but the shooter's going to roll out of place, so Carrie Ann McTaggart will have the simple throw through to get the blank here, keep her last rock advantage into that 10th end, and we will see if they can generate the 3. Ninth end of the game, she might never be playing another shot in that spot and still doing the analysis of just exactly how it ran coming down.
If we play the extra end, though, now you do want to be paying attention to what this way is going.
That was nice.
Sherry Anderson with a quick glance over the shoulder. Take a look at those clocks herself, thinking they're good to play this 10th end. They're good enough to have a 2-point lead. It'll be Team Howard with last rock trying to generate at least the deuce for the tie. And if they could pick up 3, they might pick up the win.
What's for dinner?
What's for dinner? What's for dinner?
Tell them Boston Pizza's for dinner. From appies and salads to burgers, pasta and pizza, all delivered to your door. Boston Pizza. Gather round.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. SAS Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
10th end underway, the first stone brought in the top of the 8-foot. Now Ashley Howard calling for the corner guard, and if she's thinking 3, you have to assume she's going to throw 2 corner guards this end, and it's always interesting, at least to me, to see every team seems to have their own preference. Do they want to split the house with the 2 corner guards? more the traditional way, or what you see more often now, a lot of teams playing their two corners on the same side, high and tight, similar to how you play the guards in the center, and that always leaves them that other side of the sheet to draw with their last one.
But our sweepers here are zipping right down the ice.
It's got to hold straight for that. Okay.
Well, they slipped into the rings twice last and slip into the rings again here in 10. It's not very efficient use of your free guards.
Not at all.
Yes! Hard! Hard, guys, hard!
Need a Silvernagle with a chance to make the hit. They called the brush on right away.
Whoa, whoa!
They were actually trying to make the hit and roll out to the board side. Maybe didn't get quite all the way out to the broom.
Okay.
Makes the hit, rolls across, but hangs around in the back of the 12-foot. That's a rock that Team Howard could use later in this end.
And that's why they're putting the corner guard up on that side. So Jill Springer looking to take quite a bit of weight off of this shot here. This ice is running the same as it did on the other side of the sheet.
Well,
I'm losing line if you want to try something back here. Okay, here.
In front of the house.
Looks like it's
behind
still
again?
sliding.
Okay.
And another one into the rings.
I'd like to get rid of it. Lose your shooter. You don't have to. No, I like a 9.5 anyway.
So there will be no more free guards this end.
Hard, guys, quick. Gotta go. Okay, okay. Okay. That's all right.
Well, there are a few yellow rocks in the rings that Howard can use. Yeah.
The Howard team can't seem to stop a rock in front of the rings, and the Anderson team can't seem to roll out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could toss one here. It's a long end with no guards.
I can see Russ doing calisthenics in the back.
Yeah.
He'd like to have a timeout and talk about this one.
Well, there's nothing wrong with throwing a corner in between the two yellows out front.
I like myself like the tight corner between the two yellows, and then it's real tough to
think that's what
to
Russ
peel
is
it either
coming
way.
I don't hate that. Yeah, and if we can always move this wherever we need it, right? It's open.
At least it didn't go there and you can, but if they're smart, they throw a guard.
Yeah.
Right where she's standing, how do you get it out?
Well, Sherry's already calling the shot for the opposition, or preparing in case she needs to play it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you like here because she can't peel it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Might be splittable. So it's more ice than Jill.
So it's not just a matter of putting it in between those two yellows. You got to get this one a little bit tighter to the rings. If you're long, she could peel it over the top of the yellows in the house. She basically wants to be between the S and the A in the SaskTel logo.
Yeah, right on the SaskTel logo.
Shelby LaMontagne. I'm having a hard time not saying her maiden
Overcurl,
name.
if anything, right now.
Used to coach Shelby in juniors, so I've had it
Hard, hold it
ingrained.
straight. Okay, well.
So Shelby looking to throw this tight guard.
Has to curl, but you can't. Just be patient. Whoa. You got a sliver. You got, whoa. Okay, good spot.
Not really.
Just, yeah.
Sorry.
They just are struggling to bring the weight down enough to make the guards. There might be a jam at the back with Sherry trying to hit it this direction. I thought she might be content to just kind of hit the crotch of those two, so to speak, and spin the shooter out the front. Going to try to hit about half a rock on the center line side, lose the shooter, and you saw Sherry lining it up. She wouldn't mind clipping that one at the back of the 12-foot on the way by. You just don't want to dead jam it.
Hard.
They called the brush on right away.
Whoa.
I think it's plan B now, just try to cross it.
Good.
Crossed it enough that when she jams it at the back, it spills the rock out of the rings.
That it worked out really well.
Okay, decision time again for Ashley
in
Howard.
Here, but it's third.
You got a wall at the front. If you freeze something in there, it's real hard to get it out, but you're still going to have to deal with the 3 yellows sometime.
Yeah, it's only going to be 4th shot.
You could come around all 3 yellows. You could throw another guard. Kind of the same
just straight
attempt.
Tap this back, right? How bad's that? Tap it here, stay in the nose. How does she get it out? And then you've got something to freeze to later. I think just tap this back, Shelby. Back 4, back 8.
So trying to make use of that cluster of rocks. So pretty much the same weight Shelby had, a little bit of sweep, and she'll be close with it.
Go ahead. Hard. Really got to go line. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Going to overcurl the tap they were playing, but they might end up with a better result. Boy, that needed to roll over just a hair more on the roll.
Oh, doubles there this way. Triple maybe too, actually. Yep.
She rolls just to the other side of the face of that yellow. It becomes real tough to remove it.
Yeah. So she rips everything.
Still not easy. She's got to throw a lot of weight on this. We know that Patty Hersecorn can do that. The thinner she can hit the front one, the better.
Can technically throw one more guard.
Whoa!
Makes the hit.
Really nice shot.
Another.
Just enough to get it all the way and removes a bunch of yellows as well.
Patty's made some brilliant shots the last few ends that we've been watching.
Throw a corner, eh? Do you like throwing a corner? I think so. Yeah, I was about edge of button for you guys, so that's close. Just think one, hey? Two. Not positive. It's tracking right now. Keep going, keep going.
Pretty simple decision-making process now for Sherry Anderson. She's got the 2-point lead.
Yeah, now the freeze.
Hit anything red you see.
Yeah,
try to roll away.
You have one more.
Yeah.
Hoping that Patty only aiming at one rock to hit maybe might miss this one because there aren't 4 rocks to move on this shot.
Really nice, Patty.
But that pound didn't work.
Okay. I just think they blast and then we've got nothing. Yeah. Then at least there's rocks in play.
That was the GSM shot there, the first one.
What do you guys like?
You had to hit enough of it. Yeah, to get it out.
That was freeze.
Carrie Ann seems to be the one that likes the freeze here. She wanted to play it on the last
moving
one.
it by the tee line.
No, Russ is calling a timeout.
Yeah, you see a lot of players draw around back 8 foot, around that one.
Yeah, I don't love the freeze myself. You make the freeze real good. And they even talked about it. You make the freeze perfect. Sherry Anderson just
Throws
guards
a guard.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if you don't make it perfect, she blasts it.
Yep.
I think then she just blasts. Oh, for sure. So what's the hardest shot for her? That? Well, we know this one, yeah. That's more predictable.
Half buried, it's harder than the odds of freezing that down.
Or even if she noses one back there, then we can freeze on it. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Maybe a shade more. Yeah.
So they did opt to come around it, and I think it's interesting that when they were playing the freeze, they wanted the out turn. If they're going to try to come around it,
So honestly, what
they're
I
going to play
think
it on the in
T-line
turn.
is probably back there, right? Yeah, like normal. Okay.
Because the only other option I saw was to try to bump the yellow one back to the back 4 foot, get it off of the front tee line.
That is their final timeout, and they're down to 2 minutes, 31 seconds.
I don't think I added
Carrie Ann
much, though.
McTaggart. And a lot of times it takes you about a
Tight pass
minute
right
for
now.
a skip stone because they got to make their way down to the far end. So
Not a lot of
Go
time,
ahead,
but
get it
certainly
in.
doable.
they won't be able to burn a lot of time. Now this is coming up well short of what they had in mind. Ends up as a center guard. Sherry Anderson
It's going to think about
wants
it for
to
a
hit
second.
something, but why am I hitting that one?
Smart.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Chew up.
Yeah.
So they're going to call their timeout, have a talk about it.
Well, she's got 2 left, but yeah, she's got to go. She's got to go back here, buried, and I can. Do I need to rip that?
Yeah.
If I rip it, she comes here.
Yeah, I would.
I think the rip
Freeze
is
so
the call,
tough.
right?
Especially on this shit.
The discussion
Yes.
comes down to this. Sherry Anderson talking about, do I need to rip it? If I rip it, she's coming around this stone.
And then you've got to play the run back or the pick.
I don't think there's so
Whereas if you leave the guard up there and she comes around that to the back 8 foot, she's not shot rock, and she's still got to deal with one that's buried at the top of the 4 foot.
As the other side, I don't
So
think is it?
Unless she comes around and buries it. I don't know this ice. Can she bury it and be shot rock in the 4 foot, back 4 foot?
Without leaving it where Sherry can make a play on it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's my question.
You're only at worst facing the tie right now. You're never facing a loss if you're Sherry Anderson.
Which is why she's stopping and talking about it.
Yeah. The one thing about it is if you rip the guard, there's no matter what Carrie Ann McTaggart does, you're going to have a
You've
shot
got a
with your
shot.
last one to end the game.
Yep.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Ooh, just scared it.
I'm not, I'm with Sherry. I'm not sure what Patty was seeing there. She hit that pretty thin, left it in play. Now if you're...
not getting that one in. So it's really your choice of path. This is just as good. Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah.
But
And then we know
you come
you're in
around
the
the
wide
yellow, you
big
make
path,
it dead
right?
solid behind it, and Sherry can run it back. If you bury behind the red corner guard, she's never running it back. They did just attempt this, but they weren't very close to making it, so it's not like they really learned everything they need to know on that shot.
Line's good. Still in the good path. It's tracking right now. Okay.
It's got a long way to curl.
I'd like it to curl if you can.
Sweepers almost look like they're scared to go on it. Of course, we know if they stay out wide in most of these sheets, they'll slide a long ways.
Keep going. Go, 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 go.
Wow. Great attempt, but I think edge to edge. You can see most of it.
Heel. I'm deep enough now. It should.
Beauty effort at it. Nice weight.
So if she hits the same piece on this one, does she move it far enough?
Yeah.
She'd probably like to hit it just a little thicker.
Just an inch more.
Keep it clean. It's way back there now. There should be a bit of movement at the end. Yeah.
It is the chance here, though, for Sherry Anderson. With a 2-point lead, she can run the Howard team out of rocks, pick up the win here, and move herself into the A final against former teammate Nancy Martin tomorrow afternoon.
Clean all the way. Yep. Oh. Clean.
Sounding pretty good.
They called clean early. They haven't lifted the brushes. Makes the hit, rolls the shooter out of play. That doesn't matter. There's only one rock left. She needs 2 to get the tie. The gloves come off. And Sherry Anderson will pick up the 8-6 win here in the other A semifinal. So she moves on to play Nancy Martin, who won our feature game this evening, tomorrow afternoon in the A final. And those two teams will have that first chance at grabbing a playoff berth here at the 2023 Viterra Scotties in Estevan, Saskatchewan.
Thanks, Jill. Good job. Some nice shots, Patty. Good job, guys. Way to go.
Had a last shot run out of rocks, I believe, on
Your first one. To get rid of all of that.
sheet 2 as well. I didn't see this final result, but I think it was a score for the Stevenson team.
Because there was only about that much space. Easy. Well, because it was going straight. Oh,
So they'll pick up the win there, and that leaves just one game to be decided. That game in the 10th end on skip stones as well.
Yeah, like the angle. Yeah.
I think this is the last rock coming right now.
And a chance, and I think it's a fairly open hit. There is a corner guard. Hard to tell from our angle how much of the stone in the ring she can see. Well, doesn't matter how much she can see. She didn't make it by the guard. And the shooter slides all the way through the back. So it is a steal of 1 there. And Cindy Ricci picks up the tie. And we're going to go to an extra end. We're going to have a little bonus action here on Thursday night.
Is this our first extra end, this competition, I believe?
Yeah.
When we were first looking at these e-bikes, I read the reviews. What they talked about was an e-bike grin, and I had no idea what an e-bike grin was, but the first time I powered that bike up, I had the biggest smile on my face. It was unbelievable, because unless you own one or have driven one, you really have no idea what that feeling is like. It's hard to describe.
Hi, this is Dustin Keltoff with Saskatoon Auto Connection. When I'm not working hard on my curling delivery, I'm working hard on making Auto Connection the best auto service center possible. I started our service center in 2018 because it's hard to find an auto service shop you can trust. At Auto Connection, our core values are honesty, integrity, and transparency. We're happy to text you photos or videos of your car's problems to help you make better, more educated decisions. Saskatoon Auto Connection, the mechanics you can trust.
Well, just one game left on the ice here on this Thursday night. Draw 4 from the 2023 Viterra Scotties. Sean Joyce, Kim Hudson, Susan Lang with you here for all of the action.
As you said,
Cindy Ricci with a steal in 10, needing to steal the extra end now if she can to pick up the win.
Here's our bonus action.
Well, this game has been a game of momentum swings. It seems like Skylar Ackerman has had control for a little while, and then Cindy comes storming back, and then all of a sudden Skylar Ackerman gets it back again. Cindy comes storming back, and here we are in a stormy extra end.
Well, our on-screen percentage of free guards made tonight has not been real good. Another one sliding into the rings here in this extra end.
It's like the ice even got quicker as the game was going on in certain spots. Or it's adrenaline. You know, it is playdowns, it is tankard. Or the Scotties here that, you know, the heart gets going and ice is so quick, it just little extra push out of the hack and into the rings your rock goes.
So another attempt here. Natalie Bloomfield looking for the center guard.
There's a nice center guard.
And that sweep at the end, trying to make sure they got it in the no-tick zone as well. Mm-hmm. Critically important in the extra end. If you only need to tick one guard to keep the middle open, you can bet that Skylar Ackerman would have made a pass at it anyway. Kaylin Skinner will look to come around it. A lot of room yet, nothing out of the brushers. I think brushing now because they're realizing this is behind the tee. If it's going to be behind the tee, it better be a long ways behind the tee. You'd hate to put one back button that Cindy Ricci could use.
You're right, that's just the worst.
This stone curling a lot earlier. They got to work to get it by their own center guard. Not going to get by, just rubs off. Does leave another rock in front of the rings that they might be able to use. Skylar lining up for the double peel attempt.
So this is Taylor Stremick. Saw a little bit of this team yesterday when we kicked over to their game.
Makes the hit across the top of the second one and does kill them both. Loses the shooter as well.
That's a big shot by Taylor. So Tamara Capel looking there to put the rock back onto the center line.
Good sweeping.
Pretty much no matter where that stone came to rest, you were going to see the Ackerman team try to make a peel.
Yeah, I see. I think we'll see a repeat of this for the next little while.
Yeah, it'll come down to, again, we talked about it before so many times, it's timing. Cindy does have that rock at the top of the 12-foot. If that's All she's got to hide behind at the end of this end, she'll come around it, but it's a question of how early. In the meantime, looking at maybe moving the guard around a little bit, see if they can't get a mistake somehow.
So this is Christy Johnson setting up in the hack. Normally over the years we've seen Christy playing lead. This is the first time she's been in the third position. I understand it took a little convincing her to do this, but always willing for a new adventure. But this is where you're happy to have a former lead throwing this shot. This is a lead specialty, getting rocks up in front of the rings.
Except tonight on our games.
Yes, on other sheets.
Well, even the first one of this end slid into the rings. We seem to be putting the curse on the leads tonight. And again, as soon as that rock comes to rest, Skylar Ackerman with the broom down. Asking for the peel. Boy, almost caught the one at the top of the 12-foot. What kind of a bonus would that have been?
That would have been good. Oh, Cindy's changing it up.
I did not see her coming around this early.
Yeah, it's a little early. Still thirds rocks.
Well, we can hear the sweepers shouting out that they think they've got T-line weight.
Line looks good.
Comes to rest for shot rock in the top of the 8-foot. Needed to get maybe a couple of feet more to get underneath. Skylar looking at the short run on the yellow. She's got access to shot rock directly, but if you could ever make the short runner, it makes it harder still for Cindy Ricci to come around anything.
That's right, gets rid of all of them.
No one has talked her out of it, so that's what they're going to play. You want to make sure you hit this thin enough to jam it solid and lose the shooter. You'd hate to, if you make the nose hit and a double, now your shooter's a rocks with higher up and you actually make the next shot a little easier for Cindy.
Kaya Kennedy looking for this run back, just misses it.
You wouldn't have thought she could hit it thin enough to drive it over the top without making contact.
Yeah, it gives Cindy a chance now to throw a nicer guard. I guess the only good news is right now, if you are the Ackerman team, is that rock is only barely biting the 4-foot.
And off the center line, so you've got some room to get to that button.
Well, let me put it to you this way then and make you call it before it happens.
Okay, bring it on.
If Cindy makes the guard here, we expect Skylar will try to run it somehow or another. If she just straight peels the guard, do you guard one more with your last one, or are you trying to tap that rock up and improve your position? Do you think that rock's good enough to steal with where it is?
Well, I'd probably bump it, but you know what? It depends on how the ice is running and how the other team has played and what the other team, what you'd rather have that other skip doing. Do you want to leave her the draw of the 4-foot, or would you rather she be throwing some running double? Not always a straight answer. For most parts, I would think that leaving a skip a draw to the 4-foot for the win is
She didn't
not
want this
good
rock
enough.
that close because
Can double them off.
Yeah,
roll
there's a
away.
chance for the double and the roll.
Mm-hmm.
Even if she was to make contact with both reds and jam onto the yellow at the back, it's still not going to be a bad situation for Skylar Ackerman.
No, for sure that one in the back would just be biting the 12-foot.
Christy Lewis throws the third stones for Cindy Ricci, but it's actually Natalie Bloomfield, the lead, who's in the house, calling the line for Cindy.
I think that was part of the negotiation of Christy throwing third rocks as long as she could keep sweeping and not worrying about that line call.
I'll tell you what, there was some more negotiation yesterday because when we get to our backup sheets, we've only got skips and thirds mic'd up. And there was negotiation going on over who was going to wear that extra mic. Technically, I'm not the third, but you're the one in the house. Well, looking for the double, she did, jams it. So it's Cindy Ricci still sitting one and still has something to draw around.
And can make this a lot better. She can come around that with the in turn, bite the top of the button.
You might leave Skylar Ackerman forced to play a double.
Uh-huh.
And it's a bit of an angle double, more than likely, too.
But just a shout out here to Cindy Ricci as we were doing our Boston Pizza Player of the Game. It is Cindy that is the one that owns that business and contributes the certificates that we can recognize the players here on our TV games. So thank you, Cindy, from all the players. She probably just doesn't need to win it herself if we ever get a Ricci game on the TV game.
It doesn't look like the nerves are bothering Skylar Ackerman a whole lot as she sits back there waiting to throw her last one.
I think they're enjoying the experience.
Unfortunately, we don't have mics on these players, so not sure what the discussion was with Cindy and Natalie, but based on the other sheets that we've seen, I've got to think it's a question of, okay, just exactly how much weight do I need to throw here? Because if it stays out too long, it's going to slide a little bit further. She's got to wait for this to start to curl before it's going to slow down. She had the conversation with Natalie. You might see her have a little chat with the two girls at the other end before she throws this as well. Cindy Ricci without last rock here in the extra end. Her final stone, sitting one. Looking for a come around. Try to get into the top 4 foot, maybe the button area. This is not getting by the guard. Now they're trying to get it to curl enough to protect shot rock. I don't think they were playing the guard, but that's a long ways short of the come around.
I'll leave Skylar an open hit for the win. Just needs to make it go away without jamming.
Calling their timeout, but not for any kind of discussion, just to make sure they don't have to rush this shot.
Yes, Coach Patrick Ackerman hasn't moved, so just to stop the clock and mentally give yourself that time to throw this shot. Still, it's a big shot. There are no easy shots in extra ends at the Scotties.
Doesn't need to hold her shooter. She could just pick this clean, She's got 2 other rocks in the rings that she can use to pick up the win.
Clean sounds good.
Makes the hit. Rolls the shooter out of play, but I believe that puts 2 more points on the board for Skylar Ackerman here in the extra end. She picks up the win. They will move on in the B event. And that drops Cindy Ricci into the C. And that concludes all of the action here on Draw 4 Thursday night from the 2023 Viterra Scotties in Estevan, Saskatchewan. We've got more action for you all weekend long. For those of you watching along on curlsask.ca, you can see the next draw will be at 10 a.m. Quick recap of the action tonight. The 2B event games, Skylar Ackerman, you just saw in the extra end, the 9-7 win, and it was Brooklyn Stevenson with a 7-5 win over Penny Barker. Our feature game off the start, Nancy Martin, a strong effort, 9-2 winners over Robin Silvernagle, setting up the rematch with her former skipper Sherry Anderson, 8-6 winners over Ashley Howard tonight. As I said, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning if you're watching on curlsask.ca. We'll also have the A final tomorrow at 3 afternoon on curlsask.ca, and more action out of the B event tomorrow night, 7:30, curlsask.ca, and right here on SaskTel Max.